I'm like, I don't even know where the speaker is that I can hear you at. All right, here we go. I can hear
Welcome. Welcome, everyone, to the 103rd edition of the Home Theater Hub Live.
now.
What's going on, Paul?
103, man. Jesus.
103, brother.
I would have lost
103.
count at like 5.
It's a good thing that all I got to do is look at the last episode and keep, adding one more finger.
Oh, see, that would throw me off because sometimes we skip. Or
Yeah, but
you,
the show numbers don't change. If we
they don't.
skip, we don't count the weeks. We just count the number of shows, right? Because
All
there's
right.
been some times that we've taken off for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like we're gonna. By the way, just like we're gonna be taking off Thanksgiving, right? Because our show's on Thursday night.
Yes.
Twisted Tea Raspberry.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta like it. That was a quick hitter.
Yeah.
A quick hitter for the Twisted Tea. So I got regular tea. Actually, I got the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, you got regular tea with like a shot of Jameson or
I need it, dude. Jeez, my son decided that 3:00 would be the time to wake up this morning. So yeah,
in the morning. Yeah,
in the morning. Yeah,
no, that's not good.
So I've been up since then. So yeah.
Yeah, you're a better man than me.
Hey, it is what it is. Well, I'm used to getting up. Well, I used to be used to getting up early when I was doing my other business every single day, right? So I was hitting grocery stores at like 4 and 5 a.m. So I was out and about already.
Cool. Yeah.
So
you're used to it. Anyway,
so what's going on in the life of Paul, man?
Not much. I've been designing my 3D speaker.
Okay.
I got the components. I bought and it's already designed crossover.
Okay. So you just got to put it together.
Yeah, I actually have a degree. Yes, I actually back in the day could calculate all of this math. Because that's actually specifically what my degree is in. But I just produced or made this specific board. I designed this in CAD and then printed it. So all these parts, as you can see, they fit. I'm going to put like hot glue on them.
That's going to be a big ass speaker if that's fitting in there.
Yeah, this is going to fit sideways. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be fairly small, but it's going to be like, I don't know. It's going to be fairly small. It's going to be like 9 inches.
Okay. 9
wide
inches
and deep and probably like, I don't know, like maybe 18 or maybe 16 wide. I didn't do I just made it fit
right
as small as it could.
So you 3D printed the board, so that's all plastic, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yep. How are you connecting the pieces together? Because usually on a circuit board, there's like, gold tracks and stuff like that.
Well, so what I'm going to do on the back here is I'll put basically I'll put like after I glue everything in, I'm going to put like your heat shrink on any exposed part, or I might just, there's a special like you could just put resin, like just to protect everything, on the underneath side. I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just put some, you can do like a liquid tape even and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, but I'm either going to painstakingly solder these, or there's also a tool that you can use that will crimp the end of a wire that you can crimp onto the end of this wire.
So you're going to do like jumpers instead of like a full circuit board.
A bunch of jumpers, that you can do. So, and then after that, I've pre-made little holes. There's a lot of design that went into this actually, right? So
yeah, for sure.
If you know anything about circuitry, these resistors are what's going to get the hottest. So I actually made those have the most air. Like there's space around, except for the corners where it's holding it, even on the bottom, right? So air will get through, and this is going to have an offset inside the speaker box. So These are not, they're nothing except for these corners are touching, you know. And then of course these are just all the other parts that don't necessarily get hot. They get warm, but the resistors, they actually, these will be
Yeah, they
hot.
get smoking hot. Yeah, those are ceramic, right?
Yeah. They're
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
So
So
anyway.
this is what my degree is in. I went to technical school for electronic repair.
Oh,
So
awesome.
back in the day, I graduated from
Well, then, yeah, you
from
had
a
to.
1 year technical. That's why I was asking you where there's no, there's no connections, there's no gold, there's no,
Yeah,
copper
yeah.
connections
And
or
the
whatever.
funny
So
thing is, if this works well, they do make conductive printing material, and I can just make traces, and then all I have to do
okay,
is drop a little solder on it. They do make that type of. I haven't bought any of that. That's probably pretty expensive. And when I get my new printer that I plan on buying within the next couple months, it finally came out. It's not as expensive as I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like way the hell up there. I was
so
like, oh
you're
man,
gonna buy a new 3D printer is what we're gathering.
yeah, it's definitely happening.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I right after high school, that's what my passion was. I went into electronics. I used to watch my stepfather tear TVs apart and repair them and stuff. He
Yeah.
was in the Navy, and that was his job. And
Oh
the
wow.
Navy is fixing the naval equipment like that they use on the ships and everything else like that. So, but as components get cheaper and much easier just to replace a whole board rather than hiring somebody to
Hmm.
pull out a resistor or
Yeah.
whatever, it doesn't pay those people anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, there still is, but it's gotten, and it was that way whenever I was actually doing component level work. You're talking, you would have 40, 80, 120 pin flat packs
mhm.
that were, the size of a postage stamp that you had to
Yep.
solder on. It wasn't quite, and I was young then, so it wasn't quite uh as small as nowadays. You had to have like a microscope to solder on boards. Like you have to have that level of
Yeah.
magnification and special full blown heat guns and stuff like that, which I used heat guns, but they were like not what nowadays are. They were like, I just had like a heat gun and, had enough prowess to be like, okay, I'm going to just keep, pulling up on it with the tweezers. And then boop, once the part pops off,
Yep.
you push a bunch of flux on it
Mhm.
to where the heat conducts over all the pins at the same time, and you're just sitting there, waving your magic heat gun, and then next
Mhm.
thing, melting. Hopefully everything melts at the same time. Yeah, you could damage
That's
other
what
parts.
everybody did with the Xbox 360 when you got the
Yep.
three red rings of
Exactly.
death. Yeah. Hey, what's
What's
up, Abe?
happening,
How are
guys?
you, sir? We're
No,
talking
good, sir.
a little electronics here.
Oh,
We're
I thought we
going.
were talking about heat guns. I
Yeah,
thought.
did you show? Yeah. Oh, you missed the intro. This is the
Oh,
board I just made. I designed
oh,
this board from scratch and put all my
oh!
crossover
Look,
components on it. So
check you out, man.
yeah,
You're always doing some crazy stuff there. That's awesome.
well, you got to keep the brain matter moving.
Yeah, no, I mean they actually taught us, how to engineer a whole circuit, whatever we
Yeah.
wanted to do
Mhm.
and all that stuff. So,
That's
you
cool, man.
put your resistors, your capacitors, whatever,
Yeah,
try to
we
engineer it
had to
out.
design
Hmm.
crossovers, and but for microwave frequencies, not, and for FM
And
even.
we just used the breadboards, right? You know what they are, right?
Yeah, I still have an old little circuit, that's a DC, like a 5 volt. I think
Hmm.
it might go up to 12 volt. That's a pegboard, the full kit. It's got,
Hmm.
you can do different sawtooth, square wave, sine wave,
Yep.
um,
Yeah,
5 volts DC. I don't think it has AC, just directly, except for obviously the sine wave voltage, but not like full 120 or anything like that.
cool.
But yeah,
So
we had to build the whole thing and then build circuits on top of that.
So where's Mr. Ike? Where's happened to him?
Mr. Ike's going to be a little bit late, so he said to be here about a half hour late. So he'll be
Uh,
joining us shortly. So he'll
Yeah.
be here shortly.
That's
So
cool.
what's going on in the world of Abe?
Well, not much. Just busy. Finished up a theater project in where was I? Celebration, Florida.
Mm.
That went really well, and that was cool because I got to come out and hang out with you, check out your theater, and then go see Chuck down in Tampa. So I actually finished my job in Florida, went all the way down to see you in Parkland. Then I
which was
went.
crazy.
Then I left, went across Alligator Alley through the thing, and then went all the way back up to Tampa. Saw him, and then came all the way back up to Atlanta. So I basically traversed the entire shape
Pretty
of
much,
Florida,
for
different
sure.
bands.
Florida Panhandle.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, so he
East-
came down the East Coast
Yeah,
and then went
came
back up the West
Coast.
Coast of Florida. So yeah,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
see all the coastal area.
Oh, it was quite the journey. But I learned I like traveling in Florida at night because it was kind of nice. Every time I wake up in the morning, I'm in a different city, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, Florida traffic can definitely be
Oh, it's horrible.
horrible. I know.
Yeah.
I today I had to jam on the brakes a little bit because for the second day in a row, somebody like spun out. Yesterday, I was in the middle of 95 driving yesterday, and it was like a little compact
Oh, I hate
car. I don't know
95.
what it was, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and next thing I know, I see the car behind me go whoosh, like just make a left-hand turn into the express lane. Just for some reason, maybe he had a blowout or whatever, but just all of a sudden, just cut in between like 4 lanes of traffic sideways. And then today I had somebody that decided to spin out in front of me too, made me drop my here's a fat kid's
Made you
nightmare.
drop your beer?
No,
right?
it made me drop my curly fries from Arby's.
Oh
pissed.
man, them's
That's worse.
fighting words, man.
I dropped a large fry on the ground. I literally took like 3 bites of those fries, man.
It's like I'm picking up that fry. Oh no.
No, I carry I carry pesticides in the truck. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that. Not in your truck. Yeah,
For
I'll show it
sure.
to you. I'll kind of show you. I got some photos from that one in.
Oh, okay. As long as you're
You do?
showing me that, that's fine.
Okay.
I got
don't know.
something to show you.
No, I'm not gonna do that now.
Look at how big that. No.
Yeah, let me. I gotta do share.
I was like,
How about
we
you,
watched some
Don?
movies together, but we're not there yet, Abe.
Besides waking up at 3 a.m., what's been going on with you this week?
So I watched, got to watch 3 movies.
Oh, okay? You're doing the movie.
We're not
thing.
going to do the movies yet because I want to wait for Ike.
But you did watch the movies, okay?
I did watch 3 movies. Just been
Damn,
pretty
3,
busy.
Jeez.
Been pretty busy at work.
think I
so-
would.
Did that work? What I did or no?
let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I see your second screen. Yeah.
You see the photo of the theater?
Yes. Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh, okay. It's in full screen.
Look at
Like
this,
I-
man. Abe's a regular old wizard at this stuff now. I
Yeah.
remember when he first came on, he was like, web browser, what?
Yeah. So it's showing up full screen because I put it in front of my screen where I can't see you guys.
You're good.
But yeah, we didn't put the seats in. The seats are next to come in, but this basically was a room above a garage,
Nice.
with some angled walls, and we had to figure out a way to kind of create something unique. And so we built this little tray ceiling soffit, and we did this fiber optics in the middle just to give it a flare in the ceiling, do something creative with it. We like the industrial look of seeing the actual surround height speakers. So these are all JBL SEL8s up in the ceiling. I didn't take a lot of photos, but
Man, that thing is super clean, man.
yeah,
Just-
this carpet is really nice carpet. It's a wool carpet, came out from Ireland. It's really nice. That's the back. Yeah, that's us cleaning up. This is like one chair we got in there just so that we could sit down and do some calibration on it. But we're going to come back again to once the seating is, do our final calibration.
Man, that thing is super clean.
Yeah.
It looks like a rendering. I mean, it really does.
It does. We looked at the rendering and we looked at the perspective from the same perspective. It looks exactly like the rendering. It's kind of crazy.
It's gorgeous, man. I love it. I mean, it's. I like the splash of color, because it is a dark theater. So I definitely like the splash of color that's there for sure.
Yeah.
But
And it's
Man,
simple. It's a simple thing. I mean, basically,
yeah.
this is the lower acoustic panel. This is basically half-inch panel wrapped in black fabric just to make it look good. It's aesthetic. And this is, of
Nice.
course, obviously a 1-inch acoustic panel. That's our main acoustic panel in there. That's front.
I mean, even the front, that's not even velvet, right? That's just
That
regular
fabric,
black fabric.
yeah, that fabric is the same fabric that's on the wall. It's Anchorage Onyx. Anchorage Onyx. That's all it
And
is.
that's Guilford of Maine.
It's Guilford of Maine. In fact, everything here on the angle walls is Guilford of Maine. The doors Guilford of Maine. All that stuff is Anchorage. This is Anchorage graphite, and this is Anchorage Onyx.
So
Two
what about
fabrics.
the panels underneath of the
And then
the treatments?
yeah, this is also Anchorage. This is Anchorage. I forgot the name of it, but these panels. So all these panels are absorptive because since this is hard surface, so this is kind of a basic level acoustics. All we really trying to accomplish is just first reflection points, knock off slap echoes. So it's a very basic level of acoustical control of the room. But so these are all just absorptive panels behind, and then the speakers.
So
the speakers
the
are behind
panel,
the columns.
the panel underneath of like the design panel in the middle, the sound panel, and between the columns,
yeah.
so to say. You got like
Yes,
what's that, like a 45-degree angle track on both sides, or just a
No, this is just a frame panel. So it's a 1-inch thick acoustic
below
panel.
that? That's what I'm talking about. Below that.
Oh, this is 1 inch. This is 1-inch acoustic is absorptive as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then is there just a separation between the two, or is that a 45-degree track?
Yeah, no. This is actually a panel that we put an edge detail on. So that's a bevel. We got a 45-degree bevel here, 45-degree bevel here, but that's a fixed panel. It fits in between the pilasters. So it's just basically a full panel. We put in there. We installed inside. So we measured our distance between these two pilasters and custom fit a panel in between each one of them.
And all of them are equal. All the panels.
No, they're different. No, they're slightly different. So once we put the pilasters in, then we came back and we measured, and then we fabricated after our measure to custom fit these panels perfectly into the room.
Yeah, that thing is gorgeous. That's a beautiful room.
Yeah,
I like the little tray that you did up top too.
The tray came out great. Yeah, we were happy. It was a great little detail. I don't know how I can zoom in on this thing.
You can't even tell that the angled ceilings are there because of the black.
Oh yeah.
Because of the black. Yeah, we wanted that to go away because we hated those angled ceilings. Because it's a room above a garage. It's like, what can you do with angled walls? You got to find a way to hide it.
Right.
So we basically hid it, created this tray, and then have our crown start below it, just to make it kind of go away as much as possible. And it worked. It worked to kind of conceal it, so it's not drawing attention to itself. It's getting out of the way.
Usually when I see those angle ceilings, I mean, they just stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Here's a nice close-up detail of like this is a custom-made sconce made out of a guy. A guy makes these for me in California, Studio Indo. And they're metal. They're very well made and custom made to order. And we see our little keystone, and you can see the fabric. So it's pretty cool detail. But it turned out great, man. We were very happy with it. So
yeah, I mean, aesthetically, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's the size of that room, Abe?
Oh, it's tiny. It's
tiny.
It's 12 foot 6 wide, 12 foot 8 wide by 21.
So is it just going to be a single row?
Single row. He's basically right here. Well, Chris got my installed. It's going to be a single row of chairs right there. That's it. Just one row.
Cool.
One row.
All you need, man. That's the most logical theater, to be honest. Well, hey.
It really is just for him. It's just the client. Like he said,
exactly.
I'm the only one who can be up here. And he's been playing video games in there 4 or 5 hours each day since we started the job. But he's just going to put a row of seats right there. That's it. It's just him.
So what are we looking at, like equipment wise? Up front is a Stewart screen, right?
Yeah, Stewart screen, and we got
what size is the screen?
132.
Okay, and it's a 16 by 9. It looks like
16 by 9. Yeah. We wanted to go basic. This is a very basic as far as nothing crazy like CinemaScope and all kind of crazy stuff. But yeah, 16 by 9, 130-inch screen. Behind it are SCL2s for the main LCRs, and we've got SSW3 subwoofers in the. There's one here, and then one here behind the fabric in walls, and then all the surround speakers are SCL7s for sides and rears, and then ceilings are SCL8s.
So what are we looking at layout wise?
This is technically a 7.2.6.
Okay.
There's 6-inch ceilings, although technically we're using 2 sets of sides in here. We're not.
So you're just piggybacking them.
Piggybacking them. Yeah, we were able to assign them. The JBL when we set them up, we assigned the speaker here with the speaker here, and then. Yeah, so there's basically two
because I don't know if you remember when you came to my house, I got 2 sets of side surrounds, and one of them's not even hooked up.
Yeah,
I didn't even have the one hooked up yet because I'm just going to piggyback them too. But
that's all. Yeah, and that's all we did here. So this side and this side are right there, are together. Yeah, let's see. That's it. Yeah.
And so, what are we looking at? As far as projector, I saw a picture of it.
Sony VX6000.
Okay,
Where's the
good
back?
projector?
Oh yeah. Let me do this so I can see. Where was the projector review? This one, there it is. Yeah. 6,000. And then we made this little custom shroud around the plate where it connects to, so you don't see it. Kind of hides itself back there. Let's see.
And what about the star ceiling? Is that panels or is that just fabric?
No, that's kind of cool. That's a neat feature. Let me. Oh man, sorry, I can't. Where you at? Let me find the one that's yeah. This one's good. So that is one piece. There's actually no seam. This is a Starcoustic SX ceiling. So it's one piece of fabric going from front to back. There's no seams in this panel at all.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's basically we added up a 18-foot long fiber optic ceiling out of one piece of fabric. That's 5 foot wide, and they basically tucked it in the front and worked it from the front to the back with no seam. Because we wanted a seamless look, and so Starcoustic SX was our best choice for doing that.
And how wide is that? That's like 5 feet wide.
That's like 5 feet right there.
Yeah, because I think the Guilford of Maine is the maximum like 63 inches or something. Yeah,
66. So we were able to pull this piece out of one roll and just go from front to back, seamless into a track.
And this came pre-built for you, or did you poke the holes through with the light engines? And
yeah,
all that
the way it's from Kinetics. So Kinetics has that product, Starcoustic SX, excuse me, and they will lay out that whole piece on a long table and put all the fibers in it at the shop, and then just roll it up, and then bring it out to the job site, and then unroll it on the floor, and basically just put it up from front to back.
Okay.
So it becomes prefabricated from the factory with all those lights in it. And then there's a little dinky light engine. We hooked it up. I basically just hooked it up to a watt box, one of the ports on the watt box. And then I just tell the Control 4 to switch that outlet on and off like a light switch. So then nice. I tied it to a keypad to a light switch at the entry that just turns that on and off, which just basically toggles the outlet on the watt box. So real simple.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's it. So that's
what are we looking like for equipment? What do we got for equipment there?
Let's see if I got any shots of the equipment. JBL SDP58 processor. Sony PlayStation. We're going to add a Kaleidoscape next week. All the SMA 8300 amplifiers with the synthesis system. And let's see if I got any rack equipment. Pictures. I don't think I have rack equipment pictures, but nope, I don't have rack equipment pictures. I have to look at them. But anyway, essentially for the SDP58 Pre-Pro SMA 8300 amplifiers, Control 4 for the controller, watt box amplification. And that's pretty much it. Sony 4K UHD Blu-ray player, the simple stuff, just so he has a reference point. He can throw a disc in there.
Right.
But the Kaleidoscape we get next week will be, and then the PS5. I think I might have said that. And that's it. A Roku. There's a Roku player in there.
So what kind of what Kaleidoscape did he go with? Did he go with the?
I don't know.
Dean or-
Bill is actually going there next week to meet with him, and so if I know Bill, he'll definitely try to talk him into something unique.
Yeah.
So Bill's going to go and bring a couple things and talk to him about which one he wants to put into the system. So we've left 2U just for the Kaleidoscape.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you heard or not. Since you used the K word, we might as well go ahead and talk about it, right?
Might as well
That
drink.
mini,
You got to drink every time you say that.
Might as well go ahead and talk about it, right? Since you brought up the K word. So Kaleidoscape announces
I saw that. Yeah, what's going on with that?
the mini Terra Prime server, which is 8 terabytes. I like the look of it. Looks fantastic.
Yeah, that
It is pretty
one of
slick
their
looking.
players is
Yeah, so now you got the M and the E to match this,
yeah.
and it looks fantastic, right? In the rack.
I think that would look nice to rag. Yeah. Are they going to build I wonder if they're going to make a 1U shelf where you put them side by side.
Yep, there is one already, a dual
Is
mount.
there? Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Oh, that's nice.
dude.
So there is a dual mount 1U.
You're ruining my 3D printing career here, man.
So yeah, so look, I have the Strato S, right, which is the older one that came with the 6 terabytes built in, and I can get a little over 100 movies. So this one's saying 8 terabytes. I think I can get like 110 movies on that thing.
That's a lot of movies.
So they're saying 125 movies, 4K, and that's pretty much all I have on my Strato S. They're saying 125. I think you're going to be able to stretch this a little bit more. So I think they're parts expressing this a little bit and downplaying, or what's the amplifiers that were running that running the stereo power amplifiers, that how they kind of underestimate their amplifiers a little bit. I think Kaleidoscape's actually underestimating the 125 movies here. Which is good, which is a good thing, right? Because I mean, you think about it, it all depends on the size of the movie, right? So you could put a
exact guess that I guessed,
right? So you could put most of the time when you rip a 4K movie, it's 60 to 80 gigs, right? That's most of the time. So 4K. You can probably, if every movie that you put on there is 60 gigs, you're going to get, you'll obviously fit more on there. But if you go putting a bunch of 80 gig and 100 gig movies on there, obviously it's going to eat up your space a lot faster. So yeah, I mean, look.
I got a question for a non-owner. For the movies, when you download it, there's a big, bonus features. Can you select not to have those downloaded, or does it just download everything that's associated to that movie? Because if I'm watching like Marvel, whatever, something, for example, because they say that's like one of the best upgraded whatever movies, and it has like a whole bunch of extra features, because it's Marvel, let's face it. I don't want the 30 extra gig. Maybe I do for one time, and then I'm like, I don't want the extra BS features because I've already watched them once. I'm done watching them,
So
space.
I'll be honest with you, I've never really paid attention to the extras, but I will tell you that on the Strato S, it does download both versions. So it'll download an HD version and it'll download the 4K version. So I think the extras are on the HD version portion, because the file size is a little bit obviously smaller because it's just HD. You can go in and delete just the HD when you look at what you have downloaded. So,
So you
I-
might be able to delete the.
you may be able to. I've never really looked into the extras. I'm not an extras person. Somebody else talked to me about this about extras.
Well, if
and
it's
stuff
taking
like
up a
that.
lot of space, it would be.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I would be.
It looks cool, man. I just like the way it looks.
Oh yeah, no, that's. And I do we know how much it cost?
Yeah.
yet?
So this is $6,000 for this.
Oh, it is $6,000. Oh,
It's $6,000 for
total
for
guess
the,
on my part.
for the Terra Prime. I will say
8 terabyte.
this is 8 terabyte. Yep.
Okay.
So I will say that your next closest prior to that. Let me see here. I'm looking at it now. So the compact Terra, 12 terabyte. That was but that's just a regular drive. That's not a a SSD. That's
Yeah.
$69.95.
Oh yeah.
So you can choose, you can go up 4 more terabytes, and you can choose to use that. The thing about this one is it's going to have the 2.5 gigabit, and you can download a movie in 4 minutes
Load it faster. Yeah.
to SSD, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do you need it? Look, I'm downloading to my Strato V in
Yeah, I got
10,
that V.
and I'm downloading it in 10 minutes. So is 6 minutes really going to hurt me that much on a regular standard drive?
Yeah.
I'd rather have
I
I
would
would rather have the 12 terabyte, for $1,000 more bucks, but this is a good option though. It's going to look fantastic in the rack.
I think so. Yeah.
It's going to you're getting the 2.5 gigabit that you don't get in the Strato V. So yeah, I mean, look, I like the addition. I like the fact that Kaleidoscape's trying to make this more affordable.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to get in more homes. Yeah, I mean, they can't knock them for that. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And
And
the
even
big
everybody was poo pooing the 2K one that they had. That actually has its place. And it's because a lot of smaller
at
displays.
Cedia, people were trying to decide if they could tell the difference, and no one could.
Yeah, it's great. Throw it on smaller displays, smaller. It does fine. It does fine.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're doing like large,
Well, yeah, then you don't use it for. Yeah, you get the.
Then you
But the thing. So the thing that I think Kaleidoscape messed up on is, don't roll out the 2K one and then roll the 4K one out a month
That
later.
was silly. Yeah,
Right.
was
So
their timing.
at least, yeah. That I think that's where the major mess up was on that.
Exactly.
I would have rolled them both out at the same time, but if
I'd
they could have waited a month and said, "Look, we got 2 different options for you." Instead of making people jump all over the M, and then it was like everybody flocked to it, and then they felt like they got bamboozled once the 4K came out.
No, I totally agree. They should have introduced it at the same time. Say, hey, this is the one we're really focused on. But here's this lighter option for your smaller display, or explain it correctly. So that okay, it's a specialty application piece.
Yeah.
Right.
So
what's the cheapest point of entry for like 30 plus movies, like regardless of player?
So right now you
want to
can
get more than 10 movies. You know what I mean?
Right now you can get the M and this 8 terabyte.
Don't they have a package deal with that? You get the M and the 8.
Yeah, the M and the 8. I'm looking at it right now.
8,500 or something, or
I think it's
much,
like
I don't remember.
So it's still roughly the same.
8,900. Yeah.
8,900.
Wasn't that kind of what it was back like 5 years ago? It was like 10 grand to get a player, and
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like 10 grand.
But still, even if you get the V, even with the V with the 1 terabyte that comes in it, if you're starting off small, I have that in my living room. I'll put the first run movie when I watch, but even if you buy the movie, you don't lose it. You just
yeah.
You just
I'll tell you
in the V hold though.
I'll tell you where the V can hold like 10 movies. 10. 10 I can tell you that I'm actually getting more than 10 movies on.
Are you getting more than 10? I'm getting maybe, I don't know. I didn't really check it, but
now does that one have the full menu, or is that the one that people?
It has 2 lines menu, but you can put the if you go, there's an option for you to be able to go and you choose My Movies, and it'll pop everything up there. But
Yeah, it'll give you that.
but you still have to download,
Gotcha.
the other movies. So here's the downside of the V, or the M, or the E. Okay, if you like to watch demos, if you like to have people over, if you like to show off your system, the M, the V, you just don't have enough room to put your demo scenes on there, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if you're making, so like Abe came over, and we're going to get into this in a little bit. So Abe tells me, "Hey, I'm on my way down." I'm like, "Shit! I just I just took all my demo clips off the night before." He texted me. I didn't see the text message till later, and I'm like, "Oh," because I just put all the movies that I wanted to watch on there, right? So I was like, I just put all the movies, not demo clips, on my that I wanted to watch, the next 5 or 10 movies. So I had to go back and re-download all of my demo clips again. So in order for me to, obviously
Now, do
show my
you
system
have
off to Ave. Now,
now?
if I'd have had the Terra server with the
Yeah,
100 movies,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
golden. I
Yeah,
think I think that 8 terabyte is a very good sweet spot. You can keep your demo clips on there. You can make your scripts. You can, whatever couple scripts you want to make, you have your 10 or 20 movies that are permanently going to stay on there. And hey, you filter out 50 movies or so at a time. You know what I mean? So to where you download them, you keep your favorites on there, and then you filter out the other ones.
now,
I do think that 8 terabyte is a great sweet spot.
I agree.
I almost put it in my cart today. That's how
wow.
much I like it, because
So I wonder, and if Kaleidoscape's listening, they should, for people that just want to keep the 10 movie scenario, right? But they still want to be able to demo with the Kaleidoscape. Mostly this could be for, resellers or installers, right? You should have a ability on the website to create bundles, like, hey, I want like Marvel bundle, or my personal demo bundle, or hey, I want music video bundle, and then basically have it to where you tell it, hey, delete everything on there, and automatically, so that way you don't have to go through and select each movie again, because I'm assuming you have to, like, oh, let me download this, and you created those demo tracks in your personal library. But if they would have the foresight, and they should do it at this premium price for customers, even though it's only I'm only a 10 movie holder user. At that price, it should be, hey, I have like 4 or 5 or 10 slots of it could be unlimited, but for amount of space that would take. But I would limit it, just because, you don't need, like, it would just live on the device, right? Like, hey, I've got 10 different profiles of, hey, it's kids night, boom, or, like, kids having a slumber party. Here's the 10 movies that they're allowed to watch, that type of,
Yeah.
that's a great idea, because, like I said, like Abe was coming over. I mean, look, it only took me like a half hour to download all the movies, right? They were like 8 to 10 minutes a piece to get
Well,
them.
that
To
you
get
don't
them
even care.
downloaded.
It's just the fact that you had to spend
Right.
time
Correct.
selecting,
Exactly.
oh, let me select
And
this.
yeah, I got to go in. I got to select it. You
Which
just
one
go to
was
your
it?
movies and you hit. The
Yeah.
good thing is the app is very intuitive, right? You go to My Movies and you just click it and you hit manage and download. And I have it set up. I have the Strato S set up as a living room player, and the Strato V, which I don't even have the S hooked up right now. I'm experimenting more with the V because it has Dolby Vision. So everything, the Kaleidoscape can convert to Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm more using the S. I will tell you, I can definitely see a big difference in the movie wall. The 4K, the 4K movie wall on the S looks 30 times better than it does with the 1080p. the 1080p. Can you continue? Let me see. I'm sorry, my screen here
I
is-
think the answer to this is no. This is an affirmative.
Can you continue
no.
to use the
Any of
drive
the
in the
smaller
E
ones.
with the no? You
No,
cannot.
it takes over, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, you
one or the
cannot.
other. Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
losing
well-
the 10 movie
No, isn't
set.
that
And it
the
even
same
says
thing
it
with the
on
V?
here.
Isn't that the same thing with the V as well?
Yes. Yep. So it even
Okay.
says it here. When the Strato V, E, or M is grouped with a
With a
Terra Prime
TerraPrime.
server, its internal storage is disabled. So
So it becomes the
I-
player.
yeah, I look. I
think
would
it's a
love.
little cheesy.
Yeah,
A little
I
cheesy.
look. Why not? What the Alto still did it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Good
so
point. The Alto said
I-
it. Why would you shut off
I'm
at a
telling you,
terabyte?
that's a licensing thing right there. I'm telling you right now. That's all.
How can it be? It's just storage. Whether
yeah, it's just
1
storage.
terabyte, if one's sitting
Well-
in the V and 8 sitting outside the V, what it wouldn't matter to them.
So how
I don't know.
security works in technology is, especially whenever you're dealing with licensing, it basically takes the physical. You have to have like 3 different physical device identifiers to make all this encryption, and sometimes more, right? But let's just, for simplicity's sake, so
Yeah.
you need the hard drive, the motherboard, and the Ethernet port. And not like the address or any of that. We're talking like the serial number of the chipsets, right? And it reads all that information, and then you have one license, and that one license allows you, okay, we're going to allow this application to work on this particular hard drive as long as it has this processor, the Ethernet and hard drive serial number. And if the hard drive goes bad, that's why you got to pay them to swap it out, because it's got to redo all that encryption stuff, and it's a higher level
Well,
of
so
encryption. So
just to
I'm
give you a
assuming
scenario on
and
this,
that's where a
Paul.
lot of that expense comes from. That's why your $600 hard drive costs $6,000. Now they won't admit to that, and sure, it's probably not that much, but a lot of this encryption and licensing through all these studios and stuff like that, they got to get their money some way, because
Well, just to give you a scenario for this. So the Alto player, you used to be able to you still can. You insert your disc in. That's where it read,
Right.
and it would catalog your movie, and you'd be able to get the movie at a discounted rate through, the Kaleidoscape store. That's mainly what the Alto was used for.
Mhm.
However, they do have, I think 2 or 4 terabytes in the Alto,
Those
and
two. Yeah.
and the Alto could store. It couldn't store 4K movies, but it could store Blu-ray movies on it.
Right.
And your total library, if you had the Alto and the Strato S or the Strato C or whatever player you had, your total catalog would show up completely. It wouldn't show them separately. It would show them all together on your movie wall. And you would press play right from your movie wall, and it would kind of just like your NAS, it would pull it from whatever drive it was, right? So I don't understand why they couldn't do this with the 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm sure there's some reason, but yeah, I agree.
who knows?
I
I
think
mean,
it's there. It's like it just sucks that it's there. You can't use it.
yeah.
Right. So look, here's a good thing. I mean, I don't know who's going to have 25 players in their house, but with the solid state, you can hook up to 25 players with simultaneous playback.
25. Oh,
Wow.
man.
Right. So this is where you're talking about your yacht. You're talking about an airplane, right? To where you got different players playing different things for 25 different seats.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, I mean, I'd probably be in, and I was right on the money here. Look at this, 10 minutes with a gigabit Ethernet, and I got 5 up and down, but I'll be honest, I'm using Wi-Fi 7 in the room. I hardwire right from the mesh point, and I'm getting like 2.5 gigs right from the first mesh point that I have. And I'm downloading movies in 8 to 10 minutes, through a Wi-Fi mesh. and it's on a regular hard drive, the Strato V. So sure, I'd love to have the 4-minute download time. That's awesome. But can I not wait 6 more minutes for the movie to download? You know?
I mean, if you're switching, if they make profiles and you're switching between profiles, 6
There you
minutes
go.
of the movie, okay, that's times 10.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
how much, that's an extra hour,
Yeah, no,
You-
for sure.
So, it adds up. It depends. But yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, look, there's obviously if you can do 25 players, there's obviously a better processor in this one than the hard disk one.
Mm.
Only 5 to 10 players. I and obviously the hard disk can't spin as well. I was going to say spin as fast, but the solid state's not spinning. So,
Yeah.
so it can't. The hard disk can't compute as fast. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, there's your.
The only thing about, I look at that, right? Every time I have to assemble one of those dual shelves, there's such a pain in the ass the way those racks come with those little tiny screws that you got to screw into the bottom side of the Terra server in the Strato. You've ever installed, you've put one of those together, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know why they just didn't make it like just a single shelf. You could just slide them in and then lock it in. You got to take those little tiny screws out and then put the screws to the bottom. Like they overly complicated that shelf, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there you go, side by side. Look how it looks, man. I mean, it looks nice.
That does look
one
nice.
Yeah,
one
it
U.
does look pretty cool. I mean, that looks better than the big one.
Actually, I wonder if they changed it up how those install as opposed to the Stratos.
Maybe so.
And so they might have hopefully simplified that.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy one of those and check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So look, if anybody's interested in Kaleidoscape, you can reach out to myself, or you can reach out to Abe. Both of us are dealers, for Kaleidoscape. So you're more than welcome to field any questions or anything that you have.
Buy a small one from one of these guys, and then whenever you get tired,
I was literally going to sell my Strato S and buy a 24 terabyte server with that because I'm not using it. It's just sitting there.
Oh,
and I mean, I could use it. I would say I only have 4 inputs on the Lumagen, so I could unplug my Blu-ray player because I rarely use it, and then just plug it into the Lumagen and just have both of them, to where I switch inputs for both players, right?
Yeah.
And I can have them up simultaneously, basically.
So is it cheaper to buy an M for every 10 movies or a Terra server?
Well, at $5,000, it's cheaper. $6,000, it's cheaper to buy a Terra server, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I was excited to see that this product came out for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited too. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So,
but I can't wait to talk about how you might have converted me into 3D.
Oh my God, Abe! No.
Hey, I'm telling you,
I thought you were.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Look, I hadn't watched 3D in a long time since when it first came out, and I went to a couple demo rooms. I'm like, whatever, But actually, sitting down in the theater in Don's theater was the first time I got to really just sit down and watch a lot of it and just kind of check out. And you know what? Especially when we watched Ready Player One, the amount of extra detail I saw, like the fingerprints on the glass, all the extra depth you see in it, was impressive. I was like, wow. It's like, it was kind of fun. So I enjoyed it. It's a fun thing. But, whether or not I would constantly do it, no, but I have to agree. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It was nice. It was a nice
we watched Alita Battle Angel, and I'm still blown away with the amount of depth.
The depth was great. Yeah, it's like it really was.
That movie had depth without 3D. So I can imagine.
Well, yeah, it had a lot of depth, but
I can't imagine what it would be like in 3D.
It was just nice because you saw all this extra detail that might have gotten just a little too collapsed in the 2D of it. that when you saw, like I said, like in Ready Player One, in that one scene where they show this close up on him, and there's the window of his car behind him, you see the fingerprints and the smudge marks that are a little too that are kind of flattened in the regular version. That you see that depth. It's like, oh, I did not see that before. So it was just very nice to see. I enjoyed it. So he convinced me. Yeah, there's some merit to it. Yeah, I definitely.
Mr. Ike, how are you, sir?
Hey.
Well, we can't hear you. This is what happens when you come in late.
He hasn't got his audio working yet. That's why he was delayed. He was working on it.
I didn't even. He put himself in too. I didn't even pop him in there.
Can you hear me now? My mic was muted.
We got you. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Looks like you guys are having fun. And I'm glad I missed the fun topic you guys just had. So.
No, man, you got. We'll hear your opinion about that in a second. But
we told Abe to shut the door behind him, but
I have no opinions about
it. Let's say hi to everyone in the chat before we move on. We got CJ.
You guys haven't done that? You're almost an hour into the show.
Yeah, man, we got us. We're almost an hour in. We got talking, man.
We're waiting for you.
We didn't have our producer in the back talking in our ear saying, "Hey, talk to the chat." Right. So we got Jonathan Boone in. Derek, what's going on, Derek? Good to see you back, sir. The Tech Father 84. What's going on? How are you, sir? Home theater in Denmark, sir. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Andrew Pana 64. Thank you. Morphonics 24. Thanks for joining us this evening. Drew. Let's see. Drew, I'm not even going to try it. What's up, Drew? We got Rich in the house. How's it going in Jamaica, Rich? How you doing down there, sir? Let us know how you're doing. How you? I don't know if you heard or not, but I caught a couple employees that are Jamaican. They're still looking for one of their family members down there. So hopefully they're able to find them. So thoughts and prayers to everyone in Jamaica for sure. So we got Steven in the house. Appreciate you, Steven. Margaret Woods back. Thank you for coming back, Margaret. That must mean we're doing something right? So, and then of course we got Abe, Senor Dusty in the chat. What's going on?
What's happening?
And then we got TKC and let's see who else is here.
Audio's in there, and
Scott
hasn't joined.
Scottio is back again. Scottio, come on, man, just hop in on the show. And we got Rob Johnson. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. We'll get to your comments and stuff here very shortly. But Ike, what's been going on with you, sir?
Nothing. It's been one of those crazy weeks. Trying to finish up a project at work, so it's taking everything from me. So.
Understood. Yeah, we already had a mini home theater tour. I don't know if you got to see that or not, but man.
No, I wasn't even watching, unfortunately. I just
pop those pictures back up so I can see this.
Sure, see this. Yeah. No, I can look at it in the after show. Man.
It looks like a rendering. No, you got to check this out. Just pop it back up real quick.
Oh, okay. Let me get to it. Hold on. I think I closed
this theater looks like a rendering, man. It's just so clean, so precise. All the lines are like, I mean, we got Ike in the house joining.
Hey,
malt
ginger.
Hey,
okay. Those are pretty good.
It's non-alcoholic.
Hey.
All right, let me share screen.
It doesn't have to have alcohol in it to be good, man.
For those of you that were joining,
this is good, really, really good.
Those of you that joined us a little late, Abe showed us a theater that he just was wrapping up in celebration.
Oh,
so
okay, the one in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Rewind and watch.
Yeah, I need to watch my own channel.
You gotta get repeat watchers, man.
I gotta watch my own channel.
It's not showing. I'm not seeing your presentation yet. You're not sharing it yet.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta share. Okay,
he's got to reshare. Right. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Yep, it's there.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay,
switch it.
So is it working?
Yep, we got you.
Okay.
So look at that thing, man. I mean, it looks like renderings.
Wait, This is the actual photo.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
This is
holy crap.
actual.
that's my
Yeah,
installer right there.
I
Yeah.
thought it was. I actually thought it was a 3D render.
that's what I'm telling you.
No, so this it's a room above a garage with angled walls, and so we kind of
Look, I see two thumbs in the hand over there on the right. That's
Yeah,
totally
that's-
AI written out.
That's my installer. He was taking pictures while I was taking pictures. We were trying to get ready to leave. We just finished vacuuming the carpet.
I
and
mean, the
everything.
walls are so black. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's hard to believe that that's
Yeah, it does. It
I
looks
like the
like a
choice of
render, yeah.
insulin speakers,
Oop,
man.
Yeah, so these are JBL SCL8s.
Yep.
And then we've got, like I said, it's all synthesis. SCL2s behind the screen, SSW4 3s, I believe, for subs in the front. SCL7 sides and rears.
But are they behind the artwork, the pictures, the side
the
surrounds?
The
Or in the
SCL7s are
columns?
behind the pilots, are behind
Okay,
the column.
behind. Okay.
Correct. Let me go to some other views. So this is the rear view. That's us just cleaning. We're cleaning up. So these are not finished photos, but the speakers are in the columns here.
Yeah, Derek said he likes how you handled the vaulted ceiling. I mean, some of these pictures you can't even see the vaulted ceiling. It's so black, man. It's amazing.
So
it really
are
is.
all the speakers mounted as if they're in wall, or the front stage just behind the screen?
So we have it's a baffle wall on the screen.
Okay, so it's a
yeah, so
baffle
anyway,
wall on the screen.
Yeah, so I'll go back to the surround speakers. The side surround speakers are right here and right here, blowing right through the fabric. And then now on the back wall, they are behind the panel. So there's a speaker right there, and then mirrored on the other side. So there's the rear surrounds are right here and right here.
So that is
Look,
printed
guys.
fabric. So that
I'm
is
telling you,
acoustic printed fabric.
I've seen a lot of theaters. I've seen a lot of theaters, a lot of DIY theaters. I've seen a lot of pictures of other theaters, but I mean, every theater that Abe's company does, I mean, it's just clean, man. They're just clean, and they're pristine, and they look like renderings when they're done. It literally looks like what's done. So I mean,
we did that. Like I said, we pulled up the rendering on my laptop and stood in the same angle and perspective and put it up, and they look identical. It's just crazy. And there's a window actually behind the screen. So the baffle wall was built in front of the window.
Oh wow.
And then we have insulation. We have thermofiber insulation all up in our baffle wall and in the window bay. So worst case, you could take the screen down, get all the insulation out, and still service that window that's way behind it.
So now I just want fabric walls.
Yes, I mean, look how
fabric walls.
I don't even want to touch mine now. I'm like, you know what?
It's crazy.
And you can't even see the seam. There's a seam right there.
Hey, I don't even want to touch mine. Whoever your fabric guy is, I'm just gonna hire him to do it. I mean, it looks. It looks.
Does he like barbecue chicken and
does he like
actually? These are what we did here.
Down to Dallas.
This is 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch material that we wrapped in fabric. We really just wanted to conceal those. We couldn't put a much thicker fabric up there just because of how this millwork how we have to interact with the soffit and this millwork. So we had to make some limitations, but it came out great.
So the door, what do you have on the door? Is that
fabric? So we have a fabric. We made a fabric panel for the door.
That black is super black, man. I've never seen a Guilford of Maine black that black.
That's the Anchorage Onyx. Great fabric. Excellent fabric for wall covering. Yeah. So this is Anchorage Graphite against Anchorage Onyx right there. But yeah, it's black. I mean, you see it up here. It's just really good.
Lights on too. It's
just super clean, man.
Yeah, this room is lit up. Like I didn't even balance the lighting or anything.
What did they take? I mean, these pictures look like professional camera. What do they use? Like an iPhone?
Yeah, you see that man holding his iPhone right
I'm just sitting there holding my iPhone, snapping pictures in a room that's just lit up wild. Nothing's been set yet. We were just cleaning up after we got finished setting it up.
Yeah. But so I thought it was important to show you this one, right? Because I mean, man, it's just super clean. It really is. I mean, we've been to a lot of shows and we've seen the people put their best foot forward in these shows, and You know, I've been to a lot of homes.
We've
and
seen a couple of them that are
yeah, I
on
mean,
this caliber, but yeah, a lot of them are,
Yeah, this one
like
looks
mine,
so
you know?
simple and very clean.
Yeah.
And
Just-
it's simple. It's very simple, very clean. It's exactly what we want to go for. It's just enough.
I
not
don't
too
think
much.
we talked about. Did we talk about the processor?
It's the SDP58 processor. Yeah.
It's all
Here's
GVL.
but here's a close up. I mean, just nice, simple lines. Like I said, this custom made sconce.
There's a lot of millwork there, though.
And that's a 3. Yeah, we have this 3-step. Well, I have a great millwork guy, and he just did a really good job of capturing kind of a cool Art Deco.
Mhm.
This is a catalytic conversion varnish. So he made that as an assembly, and essentially there's a blocking on the wall, and this whole thing just slides onto this blocking. And then the crown trim just dies into it at the top. And then you put this little keystone, and just the detail, it came out really good.
No,
We
it's,
were-
it's fantastic. So, are we
And
allowed to?
that-
Are we
that is
allowed to
re-
talk
That is
price point?
removable, right? That is removable, right?
Yeah, you take that sconce off,
Yeah.
and you can remove that pilaster to service
Oh,
the
wow.
speaker. So yeah, and we designed it that way. So you pop that sconce off. There's a little fast cap covering a screw right here and right here. You unscrew that, and then right there's a tiny screw where you can unscrew the 2 sides there, and you can pull that pilaster off and then service that speaker. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but obviously it's worst case that you're ever having to pull it off.
Yeah,
Right.
But you can get to it and then service the speaker and then pop it back on.
yeah. It's not. Oh, let me take the grill off. to show
No,
off the
it's
speaker. It's something's broke. We can
If
fix it.
something's broke, we got to fix it. And it might mean that I have to send my touch-up guy out there to do the touch-up after we reinstall it.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah,
more for servicing. It's not for
Yeah, exactly. Yep,
So-
that makes sense. On a theater of this caliber, that's what you would expect, right? It's
Yeah.
not-
So,
Pe-
are we
people-
able to talk about price point on this, like in a roundabout?
This one ran about 150, 160
Oh wow.
oh man,
with
I was
with
un-
it with interior
un-
and all the AV with everything,
Wow.
the whole thing turnkey, all of the interior elements, all the speakers, the whole thing turnkey. Probably in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
It
actually,
looks
might
like
be a
it.
little
It really does. That carpet's phenomenal. I mean,
less. And that carpet was expensive. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
well, carpet is not cheap, man. I found that out very quickly.
yeah.
I chose a
It's not.
a black carpet, for mine,
Mhm.
and I quickly brought it home, and it changed like the pattern.
Yeah.
Not only did just the black carpet change my mind, but the price also changed my mind once he gave it to me. It was like $10,000 for that carpet. I
This
was
was up there. Yeah. In fact, one of the elements. This was probably one of the most expensive of the interior elements was this carpet because he really liked that carpet. We were looking for a very specific carpet that he wanted, and they liked that pattern. But this is a wool carpet. I forgot what they call this particular. This has got a very unique name, but it's custom made to order. And it
You
comes
should have
from
talked to me
Ireland.
first.
It comes from Ireland. So
Should have talked to me first, Abe, about natural fiber carpets in Florida.
oh really?
Yeah, there's
Well,
some
that's just-
there's some bugs that like to eat it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, this guy is super clean guy. He's constantly vacuuming it.
You could be the cleanest person in the world. It don't matter.
Oh,
Well,
Well, we'll see.
This is on a second floor, so maybe that'll help us. out a
Maybe
little
it'll
bit.
help. Yeah. No, there's a moth that they're called case making clothes moths, and
Oh.
I've seen them do some major damage to Oriental and wool rugs and
Really?
stuff like that. Yeah.
well, Don just got a maintenance job.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'll
That
hire
was
you to
his
help me
side
fix it.
hustle of,
the
or
bad-
you could hire me to prevent that from happening to
the,
you.
the bad part about it is when they do eat the fibers, the larvae eats the fibers, and then they make a cocoon. Well, guess what color the cocoon is? The color of the fibers that they're eating. So how are you going to find the cocoons on a black ceiling with black
Yeah.
fiber?
Cool.
So
That just
yeah,
sounds creepy, man.
yeah, no, it
Now
is,
the trim,
creepy,
but-
on the pillars, right? They're also the fabric, right? The black trims
Okay,
on the columns, right?
That
see
no,
how-
that yeah,
yeah.
that's wood. Yeah, that's the
Oh, that's
woodwork.
painted
that's all
wood,
wood. That's
or is
all
that
yeah,
fabric?
that's no. This is catalytic conversion varnish, painted lacquer finish millwork.
So does that got that? It looks like from the reflection, it does got a little bit of shine to it.
Yeah, you can see it in
the
that.
matte,
There's a
yeah.
zoom in.
It's a satin type of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a low shine MRE that we put on it.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can see it's millwork. It's definitely millwork.
Yeah, it looks good.
So they're just Scottio, it looks like they're just gonna do one row. How many seats across?
3. That's
3
it.
seats.
Yeah, that's it. It's a 3-seat theater. That's all he wants. And so what he's gonna do? He's gonna put a row of three theater chairs right here, and then a couple beanbag chairs.
Yep.
But it's really his theater. It's just for him, the client. That's all. He said we could have put 2 rows, and we originally designed it with 2 rows. He said, you know what? He goes, this is my theater. I don't want nobody else in here. So let's do 1 row. So I was like, okay. So
Until he wants to
which
show
is
it
good.
off to people, and they're like standing around.
yeah, well, and then that way we save having to build a platform or anything, so the seats can just go right where we need them, and he's done. If somebody does come in, they can throw a couple
Shoot,
beanbag
tell
chairs,
him
so
to throw a bar height, bar right behind the,
Well, he will have a little table type, little I call it a buffet table, just right behind that row of seats.
Right behind the row of seats. Yep.
Yeah, just so he can put like a bowl of popcorn, some snacks right
Mhm.
behind him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could do like
Yep.
a
Yeah.
table like that or something, and then
Yeah,
have
kind of like
two
the seats that I
seats.
have behind mine, Abe.
Yeah, like this right now. We
Little
just have a
bar-
temporary
yep.
chair here for when we were just doing
Yeah.
testing, but there'll be a row here, and we'll have a little table behind it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is clean, man.
It's
does
super clean.
sure
I'm
looks
telling
like
you.
a 3D rendering.
That's why I told you it looks like a rendering, man. I mean, I could not believe how clean.
Even
that
the yellow and the pillar, whatever color that is, the mustard looking color,
Yeah,
it just looks clean.
yeah. So this is an
Yeah.
Anchorage.
we got to get Glenn on here. Glenn designed this.
This was Glenn's design. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got Glenn. So just so you guys know, the designer. So Abe does all the behind the scene CAD, and he
I make
does.
it happen. I make it. I
he
engineer to make it
does
happen.
all the designs, all the stuff for the the contractors and everything else like that. He does all that, and his partner Glenn does all the aesthetic designs. And we're hoping to have him on not Thursday because it's Thanksgiving, but the following Thursday, just to talk about how what process he goes through. Because I mean, if you look at their website, I'm going to share their website
Okay,
real
yeah,
quick.
also-
Abe.
Yeah, he like all this is his artwork that he did. All these. This is printed. The artwork is then printed on acoustic fabric that we wrap on the panels, and then I frame them out.
So yeah, I mean,
I'll stop
if you
sharing.
if you look at their art, the work that they do here, let me go to the portfolio.
Did it stop?
Theater
Yeah, okay, it
designs.
stopped. Okay.
So this is the part Abe does. He does all this stuff back here, and then this is a theater that this is the theater. This is what Glenn does. He comes in and he designs these to make them what the customer wants, right? So
Yeah, that's the one in Arkansas right there.
That is
So that is the big mama to the small one that we just looked at. This was the client saw this theater we were working on in Arkansas. So what we created here was like the light version of that room. So
Right.
it's like the baby version of that room. That room was huge.
Oh, I see the sconces.
yep.
Same,
The
same
sconces
sconces.
and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
No,
even
I
the pillar design.
mean
Yeah.
this is super clean too.
Yeah, you
You
will
know.
not get me watching a movie in that theater. You just
But I still this is still my favorite theater that
that
you
is
guys.
spooky.
Oh yeah,
man.
the
This-
steampunk.
yeah,
What's the name of
the
that? This was that video game.
BioShock.
Cyberpunk,
Yeah.
Cyberpunk, Bioshock.
Yeah, Bioshock. Yeah.
Yeah, this is still my favorite that you guys did, man. I mean, it's just unbelievable what you guys did with this thing.
That was 2-3 years of just pain in the ass trying to get all that detail. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
A
that's
lot-
just,
that bar right there was a massive pain in the ass, but we got it. Just trying to get that tie in that detail was pretty incredible.
and then you got your straight classic, right? All red.
Yeah, that client wanted. Yeah, you don't see that too much, but we gave her what she wanted, so we
Yeah.
gave her that red and gold.
And you got this super modern, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, these guys do fantastic design work, man. I mean, fantastic work, period. But I've always been a big,
Look at
even
that.
prior to you guys, you know, me even reaching out to you, I've looked at your panel design and everything else that you guys put together for several years.
Mhm.
I'm talking about 6-7 years ago before before I even reached out to you. I
Mhm.
was looking at, I was looking at your panels and stuff like that. Let's see if I can find the panels.
I'm gonna see if someone's asked about the rack. I'm gonna see if I can find pictures of that rack while you're looking, because I don't know where I did with the pictures of that rack.
Hey, Rich, we're still working on a trip to Mr. Long's.
Yeah, we're
theater,
still
man.
working on that. That's
It's
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen.
Yeah, he just finished decorating and putting all his memorabilia up and everything. So now he said, "I'm ready." So we're working on that.
We're gonna make it happen.
I'm trying to find the where's the panels at on this website?
Oh, he updated it, but panel art. Yeah, that might
There
be
we
it.
go. So yeah, so these were what I was originally looking at putting in my room. I was going to put these on my wall. I really like the way that they kind of go together.
Yeah,
This-
and he sells just those panels. You could just buy those panels just by themselves.
because I have the tan seats, so it was either going to be those ones up here or these ones down here, the lighter color ones.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was the plan. I had already had you guys staked out to buy those panels.
And then you
So-
decided, let me make it more complicated.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, all these panels are custom made panels that you guys do that are for sale,
Yeah.
right? So I mean,
Are they on
Oh.
sale? Are they for sale on the website or?
No,
How
I
does
told
it
Glenn he
work?
needs to work on that, but you can send us an order and he can quote it. Like if you do, hey, I need 6 panels, this dimension by this dimension, or we can look at your elevation and we can kind of tell you,
Yeah,
okay,
what
what would
works.
balance well on that wall is this size. And then I would get with Glenn and say, okay, can we scale the artwork? What's the closest size that the artwork can scale to fit that room for proportion?
Yeah.
And then he'll determine that from there.
yeah, I mean, just super clean for all their designs. But you know, like I said, I've been a big fan of, even prior to having you on the show, I've been a big fan of your work. I can literally show you pictures of myself and Gene talking about some of your panels, and I say I'm gonna do these from like 5 and 6 years ago.
Wow. Well, we appreciate that. Yeah.
So, but let's see, get us back up here. So, Paul, any
Yeah.
movies for this week, sir? You're on mute, I guess, or I don't
Oh.
know.
Let me
Just
check
gotta
it. Yes,
remember.
I did watch some movies this week. Old ones that people have already seen, but I always wait until I have time after I put them on my Collects server.
On your
my Collects. I watched the latest Dead Reckoning or Final Reckoning. The Mission
fantasy Final Fantasy. Oh no, the Mission Impossible.
Mission
Okay.
Impossible. Final Reckoning, and I watched the Oscar award-winning movie Flow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The cartoon, right? It's not a cartoon,
It's
but animated. Animated.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see that. That looks pretty good.
It's interesting. There's literally no spoken words, which I think people know about that.
Just to interrupt, I was just going to say, I pulled up just someone asked in the chat the width of the room: 12 foot 10 7/8 by 23 foot 6 1/4.
That's Abe right there.
That's
Down to the
rough.
16th of an inch, bro.
Let's say 12 foot 11 by 23 feet 7 6.
So almost 13.
It's like you
by-
asked the woman
13
how large it is. She's gonna give you the exact
Hey,
measurement.
you asked, I'm going to give her to the 16th. Yeah.
Like, can we just
I
round
wanna
up
get
the
every-
numbers?
Yeah. It's like no.
Round up to the
And
Well,
it's
the
16.
reason I say that is because when I first first started talking to Abe, he's like, "All right, let's take a measurement of your room." And I'm like, "Okay." And we're literally, I mean, he's like, "All right, give me from your back wall to the front speaker or the front wide speaker." I'm like, "All right, it's 21 and a half. No, I need down to the 16th. What is it?"
Yeah. I
How-
want to
how-
know exactly where it is. You know,
He is down. I'm telling you, we measured my room down to the 16th. We spent like 2 hours on the phone measuring 2 to 3 hours measuring everything.
you'd
So,
be
yeah.
amazed how it adds up. That's what
Oh
I
yeah,
found.
it does
does.
for
It
sure.
does. It helps.
Especially when
It
you're
helps.
putting it in CAD.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Or
Hey.
like imagine if you're doing wall to wall panels from the back to the
You
front.
know, you don't have.
Yeah, if you're not going
I
to
know
the
what you
16th,
mean.
what happens if you go off an eighth, you say you're off a eighth or whatever, that eighth, it adds up. By the time you get to back, you've got an inch of, either it's over or it's under if you don't take your measurements. So yeah, being precise with your measurements.
This does not actually. It can go flush with this and have a half a millimeter of space. You can't even see it. It's such a small amount.
Mm,
But
yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go, right there.
yeah,
It's like about a
Yeah.
6/8.
that's larger than I guess it's around a millimeter, right? So it's like, yeah, whenever you start doing measurements, it's in
Yeah.
putting stuff together. Your point is you want things, you don't want to end up like, wait a minute, this is like a,
Especially
4 inches
wall,
off.
in a
Like,
So
what
wall
the
the
to
hell?
wall.
size does matter. That's what you
Yeah,
guys are trying
yes.
to say. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
So, can you guys share where I can get custom printed panels? Hey, I just showed you
Yeah, put it-
3D Squared. Reach out; those guys will print movie theater stuff, all that stuff. We just went through it, so
Yeah.
they'll print you up what you're looking for sure.
And you can hit me up. I'll put my email in the
Put your
chat.
stuff in the put it in the private chat because it's not
Private
going to
chat?
let you. So
Uh,
put it in the private chat over here, and I'll post it for you. But yeah, no. So hit them up. Hit them up. They you can see for sure that they do really good work.
yeah,
So,
that's my email. You're welcome to send me something there. If you guys ever you have a project, you need a panel or price on something, I'll give it to Glenn and he can work the price. If you see something on our website you like and you want to do something like that, let me know.
Yeah. So there, that's Abe's email. So shoot him an email. So Flow, how was Flow? What you said it was interesting.
It was interesting. Yeah, it was. I don't know how to explain it and talk about it without really
Without giving away the movie.
spoiling it. So it's,
Okay.
it's just, it's different. I mean, it's a cool watch. I mean,
What platform?
Is
What-
it
what-
horror?
No, it's
no,
animated.
What
It's,
I was
what-
gonna say if it's horror, you can.
it's
spit
a,
it in.
it's gosh, it's not really, but you could almost see if I even mention that, it'll kind of, I can't really say anything without giving it away. I don't even know what all the trailers show.
Go watch it.
You're basically saying go watch it. You'll like it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean it got 7.9
7.9
out of 10. So
Yeah. Now, where do you,
I don't know if it was that high for me. It was. I liked the fact that I liked the animation a lot, right? And the sound was cool.
now, what platform did you watch it on?
Plex.
Plex.
Yeah.
So you downloaded it.
4K.
Okay.
Well, he ripped it.
I bought
Bought the disc and ripped it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
have the disc. 4K disc.
All right.
UHD.
So good sound, good.
Yeah.
good picture.
Yeah. It was. It wasn't anything. I don't know that the sound. The sound wasn't anything that would be like, oh my god. Like it fit. Nothing about it was distracting. You know what I'm saying? Like it just all flowed. No pun intended. Together. So
So
Running
Rob
Man.
Johnson says
Oh
it's called
yeah,
Running Man.
I
says
want
it
to
was
see that
okay.
one too. So
Was it good? Yeah, I got that on my list. I haven't watched it yet, but
I got the original one in 4K. So
oh, the original one, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah.
Mhm. Arnold Flippin' Dubin.
You
Yeah.
call that a tumor?
Yeah,
That's not a tumor.
Get to the chop salad. Oh.
Mhm.
So, any other things besides 3D printing and
No, just the Mission Impossible Final Reckoning flow.
how did you like that? You didn't mention how you like that.
I didn't really. I mean, it's the franchise.
Yeah,
And out of all of them, whatever.
I think I've watched like 3 of them. I haven't, and then after that, I gave
yeah.
up.
Well,
on it.
I bought that collection they put on sale, and we
Yeah,
watched.
me too.
I've
I
got
did
the
too.
whole collection.
Yeah.
I've got the entire collection on disc.
Myself. They had a great special on Kaleidoscape for that thing. It was like
did.
$50 for all
I
the
know
movies.
all of them. Yeah, and we binge watched them up until the release of Final Reckoning.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was pretty good to see. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's the franchise. You can't take them seriously. You just got to enjoy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
and this one was well. A lot of the times, even like whatever 6th and 7th one, I liked. It's cool. It was
Yeah.
the same.
Oh yeah, there's some ones that pop out.
This one I think was trying to be like
Safe.
too serious, and add too much, trying to add too much emotion, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. It's Mission Impossible. Get out of here.
2
Like,
was
is
I
this
think that was the last one, right? Was that
the
the last
second was
one?
the corniest
It's
one.
supposed to be the last one,
Yeah,
but
that's what I thought.
there's gonna be they're
You
gonna
know
name it
that one is
something
gonna
else.
come up, yeah.
Mission Repossible, the 10th continuation.
They're gonna have to clone
They're gonna-
Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
I mean, he's gonna finally start using stuntsmen, so he can make 10 additional movies.
I mean, look,
with
they'll just make
stuntsmen.
an AI version of him and be done with it, right?
Yeah, like they
So-
did with De Niro and Flower
Yep.
Moon there, or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep,
not
yep,
no,
yep.
no, not. What's the movie they did with De Niro and they used some AI version of him? The one with Scorsese did on Netflix.
Well, I'm expecting the Running Man to be kind of the same, right? It's like it's hard to
can't
because
think
you
of
know
the
the
name of it.
story already. You know what I mean? Like
What's it, The Irishman or something like that?
The Irishman, yeah, something like that.
the
Yeah,
Irishman.
yeah. They used it. They basically did a CGI version of De Niro and them when they were
Yeah.
younger in the movie. So they used him in the older shots, but in him as younger, it's CGI. So it's yeah, and De Niro was saying, "Hey, we don't even have to be alive anymore. We can still make movies."
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Oh no, the AI movie Zero Day is what it is.
No, I think it was Irishman. Yeah,
Well, according to AI, the AI themed movie.
You're gonna believe AI telling you about
You're
that
gonna
movie?
believe
it
AI
created?
over-
No, it's lying to you, bro.
I can't remember. Irishman sounds familiar. That sounds correct, but it's been a while. But I know that they had some scenes where they go back in time, like him as a younger person, and that younger version of De Niro is.
AI is not even
Yeah.
sure. It says it's likely.
Well, that's an AI themed movie.
Yeah.
But no, he's just saying a movie where
They
had
they
him
used-
as an
Oh,
AI
okay.
character.
I see.
That's
yeah,
that's different.
or CG. Excuse me, CGI.
CGI.
Yeah, which
That's
was
right.
kind of AI.
Yeah, I'm thinking saying the wrong thing. Yeah, but
So Ike, sounds like you were pretty busy this week, so
Yeah,
nothing
no,
nothing to watch, no updates. What's
No,
going
I
on with the
didn't even-
tiny theater, man? We
didn't
haven't
even-
had an update on that.
I didn't even turn on the TV this week.
Oh damn, dude.
We haven't had an update on the tiny theater either. What's going on with that?
Like I said, man, I've been all over the place, man. But I'm hoping to knock a few things out this weekend.
And we're waiting on that. We're waiting on that video, bro.
I know. You're not the only one. Trust me.
I want to hear about those speakers for sure.
They are amazing. I can tell you that they are amazing. And
which speakers?
what's his
Aperion?
The Aperions.
Oh, okay.
Aperion.
Oh, you got
Those are some nice looking speakers
They
too.
look-
Oh,
yeah.
dude, those things look
They're
friggin'
well built. Yeah.
sexy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
They
see
measure
those.
well too.
You know, I'm thinking.
Miguel had those for a little bit. And
I'm
then
thinking
he-
that I'm going to next year. I may skip one of the main shows and try to do like a Dallas Fort Worth theater tour.
We should do that. That would be
Because
nice.
I would love to come out there and see, you know, there's a lot. I know a lot
We
of
got
people out in that
crazy-
area.
We got crazy
Yeah.
home theaters here.
For
man.
sure, for
Mhm.
sure. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people. I know a lot of people with theaters out there.
People
I'd
got-
love them just make like a 2 or 3 day, you know,
Yeah. Should
stint.
do like the Kansas City tour thing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's some good barbecue out there in
a
Dallas,
few
man.
million-dollar
Oh, yeah.
theaters, man.
We
I
go to-
gotta go to Goldie's, man.
Pecan Lodge. Pecan Lodge.
Pecan Lodge. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was a good one right
I
there.
gotta get some jerk chicken from the Easy HT Hotel too.
There you go, right there.
Make me some.
So
Let me know.
So how
I
about you,
marinated
Abe?
A long time before you get.
I binge watched till like 3 a.m. Pluribus on Apple TV. Y'all see
Never
that?
heard of
Plur-
that.
I never even heard of that.
I
don't even know what that word means.
I didn't even. Well, I was there. I was going through the thing, and I said Pluribus. It's this weird show about how I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's got kind of interesting plot. These scientists at the Big Array, these mosquitoes, the Big
I
Array
have
out in New
heard of
Mexico.
that. I think
They're picking up this signal. They finally determined that the signal is actually a DNA code. Then they deciphered the DNA code,
gotcha.
and actually, then they try to replicate the DNA code, and it's a virus that then infects all the people.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much, but it's still a lot to it. But
yeah.
basically, a handful of people are not affected
You
by
said
this
it's on
virus.
Netflix?
No, Apple
Apple.
TV.
Apple TV.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And it's not bad. It's pretty interesting. It's a sci-fi movie about this virus. And then,
Days
like,
in, yeah.
and this
days.
handful of people are not affected by this virus, and basically, this virus basically turns everybody into like the collective. Like the Borg from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody is interconnected telepathically somehow, except for these 11 or dozen people who on Earth who are not affected. But somehow they like serve these 11 people. They can do pretty much whatever they want.
No spoilers, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's about the most I can tell you. But yeah, but
I think I have heard of this. I think
It's-
SC Audio, Scotty.
I didn't think I would like it. I was like,
I'd seen
But
it.
honestly, I ended up watching the first one, then I watched the second, and I ended up just watching all of it. And then the next episode comes out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So they're not. You can't just.
Well, obviously you like it because you're.
Yeah, I'm
you know
waiting.
when the next damn episode comes out.
waiting
so it
for
must be
tomorrow.
pretty good.
Yeah,
So
so-
episode 6. How many total episodes is it supposed to have?
I don't know. I thought it was tomorrow's the 4th or 5th one. I don't know how many I watched, but it was 3 in the morning.
There's 5. There's 5 episodes right now.
Oh gosh, then I watched,
5 coming this Wednesday. It says.
so I watched 4
Episode
then.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
next.
It's like, oh man, I'm gonna binge watch it again. Damn it.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock in the morning too. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta go to bed, man. I turned it off. So, but that was pretty good. Interesting. And Shia Rehorn, she played. I don't know if you watched Better Call Saul. She was his wife or girlfriend in Better Call Saul for what's his face who plays Saul Goodman.
Mhm.
And
I know who you're talking about.
yeah, that was great. Saul Goodman was good. I enjoyed that one.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, I had the opportunity to watch 3 movies
Oh,
this
Man.
week. Most of them
Extra.
were late night, so couldn't really crank it too much. But because my mother-in-law was upstairs, but I mean, some good movies. My wife and I we've been I've been hearing about this movie here, and I was like, all right, I got to see it because there's a lot of controversy going back and forth about this movie. And that is A House of Dynamite on Netflix. I can tell you what, I enjoyed it. I really did. I had an off, I guess, network, or I had an email conversation back and forth with somebody about it a little bit. They kind of thought it was like a Groundhog Day type of thing, but I
told
don't
you,
think
I watched it about 2-3 weeks ago. I thought
Yeah, so you look, I didn't see it as a Groundhog Day type of thing. I understand
no.
it was more like a basically what they do is they show you different perspectives from different people. So I didn't see it as a Groundhog Day type of thing, but I enjoyed it. I really did. A lot of people aren't going to like the ending, but it's
The ending could have been better.
the thing about it. It makes you think, and that's what I mean. It made me think for like the next 2 hours about this movie, and that's what made it so good. So I can recommend it higher than a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. I think, me personally, I think it's 7, 8. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you guys in the chat? What did you guys think about House of Dynamite?
I enjoyed it. The ending, yes, could have been better.
Mhm.
There's
I
so
gotta
many
watch.
ways. There's so many ways I could have written the ending if I wrote it. The
Mhm.
one thing I know is I don't want any of that job.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that one that day having to figure this thing out because
Mhm.
man,
Netflix.
I would just
Yeah,
just
Netflix.
get up, go home, and turn on the grill one last time.
Yeah, so the
I don't
premise
want
of the
that
movie,
job.
just so you guys know, the premise of the movie is there were nukes set off. They thought it was just testing at first, but then come to find out that it was
It's real.
heading,
It's coming
it was
down.
real, and it was coming to the US.
Oh shit.
So yeah, so it's good. It's a good movie. I enjoyed it. I really did.
It gives you a different. It gives you a perspective that there's real life going on, and that there's very strange possibilities out there. Man.
It's just a movie? It's not a series. It's just one movie.
Just a movie. Just
It's a movie.
Yeah. it's a
Maybe
movie.
that's something I can watch till 3:00 this morning.
It's yeah.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
yeah.
watch it. It's good. It's
You watch
good.
it.
All right, and then one that Ike is going to watch next week, I'm sure, is Black Phone 2. So
Is that part of the horror series? Because someone
Yes.
actually asked what a good
yeah,
horror.
so Black Phone 1 I own, and it's a fantastic horror movie. I enjoy it. I will give it a 9 out of 10. It's a
Really?
good movie. Black Phone 2, it's not as good as the first one.
This is the only black phone I'm watching.
There are some good jump scares in this movie. Me and my wife, what we did was we went back and we watched like half of the first movie, and then we went ahead and the last half of the first movie just to get our bearings straight on it, and then we went and we watched this one.
Yeah.
So it was. You got to watch Black Phone 1. If you're going to watch it, a lot of stuff ties in together. So watch Black Phone 1 first, and then watch this. Ethan Hawke does a phenomenal job in this movie. Really good.
Oh, Ethan Hawke's in it. Oh,
Yeah,
I like Ethan Hawke.
yeah. He does a
good
good
guy.
job.
Good guy.
There's a lot of good jump scares. And there's some good sound too. Good home theater sound. So make sure you guys check this out if you like a horror flick. I will say this one's probably around a 7.5 for me. It's not as good as the first one, but it is worth a watch for sure.
Well, dang,
So,
you must have liked
There
it.
you go. There you go. Home Theater Denmark. What's a good horror movie to watch? What's new? There you go. I'm recommending those two for you. Black Phone and Black Phone 2. So check that out.
That thing is ugly, man.
Right.
And then
And the third one.
then the third one.
Dang.
So there was a special on Kaleidoscape. Uh-oh. Derek's got something to add. Let's come on in, Derek.
There
What's
you
going
go.
on, man?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey.
Thanks for
Okay.
joining us.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been trying to figure out some stuff in the room and whatnot. So it took me a little while to
Very
get
good.
in.
I like the background you got there.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, well, since
Better than my
this
crappy
space is not,
background.
this space is not appropriate for anyone else to see, according to the wife.
Yeah.
That is disgustingness. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. But she gets annoyed if I show when it's not perfectly clean.
Well, look at this mess.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I am.
I mean, I just have mine's all down here. It's just the
I
lighting
am
covers
upstairs.
it up.
Upstairs, I am in
Yes.
the process of working on my little areas. It's in progress. I'm getting close. Maybe the next 2 or 3
Yeah,
weeks
so-
I'll have it.
So Abe came by and I showed him the YouTube studio, that I got set
Yeah.
up.
I
So,
got some
yeah.
pointers. So I got my homework.
I'll tell you, Ike's got a pretty nice setup too.
Yeah,
I
Ike
get to go
just-
up there and poof.
Yeah, I like Ike's setup for sure. He's done a good job with that. So before I get to my last movie, I'm going to give you the privilege because I think that Ike's going to like this one that I'm gonna talk to him about in a
All right,
second.
I'm getting
That
ready
black
to say,
phone,
I've seen
Nope,
enough
not
of
the black phone,
I've
not
seen
the
enough
black
of Black
phone.
Phone 2
Like
to give me
Black
nightmares.
Phone,
We're
Black
gonna-
Phone 3 or what?
Derek, since you just joined, you watch any movies last week?
Yeah, continuing on the theme of my son wanting to go through every superhero movie franchise there is, we're
Oh God.
trundling through Batman right now. We just finished Dark Knight. We're on Dark Knight Rises right now. Ike knows, but I've been testing out a 120-inch full rising screen with AWOL 3500
Mhm.
in my bedroom, and it's glorious.
All right,
Don't get me wrong.
I heard. All right, wait until you attach a Lumigen to it.
Well, and I will say, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is not perfect. It is not to the level of a lot of the projectors that we all love and enjoy. But for what it is and for its purpose, it's fantastic. It's
So-
bright as hell.
So which one?
My phone, my friend Gene, he's been on the show. He
Hmm.
has a bedroom set up. He's got like 4 theaters in his house, and he's got 120-inch or 130-inch with the AWOL 3500,
Yeah.
and with a Lumigen connected to it.
Oh, I bet it's good.
It's from what he says, it's glorious. It's good.
Yeah.
just like you said, it's really good. Although he did send me a picture of a 115-inch TV that's on Black Friday right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That he's-
Which one's
that he's
that?
Thinking about doing the
Oh,
QM6.
The QM6? Yeah.
Yeah.
How you gonna
So-
fit
Those are
thing
good.
out?
So yeah, he sent me a picture that
Dang.
says I'm thinking about taking the AWOL down.
160,
He's not going to be disappointed with that for sure.
That's huge. Yeah.
No.
115-inch
100
Is
Yeah,
that gonna
that's
be
a-
for
that's
his
a-
bedroom setup?
for his bedroom. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm doing is I'm
That is a
getting the
lot
wife
of
used to.
light. That is a lot of light in the bed. Well, I guess
Oh, dude.
I told him, he was like, he was worried about the brightness. I said, man, that
Yeah,
thing's
that
got
is-
like 20,000 dimming zones.
that is daylight in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just be clear. He's got a 3,500 lumen projector on a 130-inch screen, and he's worried about the 115-inch TV.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a problem. My wife, so that screen stays up most of the time, and when it's up, we watch TV before we go to bed, and she usually falls asleep while I'm stroking her hair or whatever, and now she complains like, I can't sleep because there's so much light coming off of the screen. It's too bright. I have to put a thing up. So
Yeah. So
It-
I have a 135-inch Black Diamonds 1235. It's
Yeah.
just sitting in my garage, and I've been pondering throwing that thing up in my bedroom
There you go.
because I have another projector. It's an
Mhm.
older JVC. It's not quite as bright. I think it's only like 1,500 lumens, but it'll be in my bedroom. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my wife is like, no, we're not hanging that thing on the wall. So I think I'm going to ask for forgiveness one day.
I don't even like the light from
like,
my phone when I'm sleeping.
No, I
So
got to
I
sleep
don't
with the
even
TV.
know.
TV's on
Oh,
all
no.
the time.
I just
Like,
gotta
I will
stick-
say,
I sleep with a
Okay.
radio, FM radio. That's all I sleep with. But light?
TV's on all the time.
we don't leave it on during sleeping. It's just that she falls asleep while we're watching whatever show I'm actually interested in at the time.
I see.
Usually F1. Hey, what were you going to say? You have a 65-inch?
Oh yeah, I just got a 65-inch in my bedroom, but OLED, C
Mhm.
series OLED, and that's plenty for. Yeah, I mean, I would like to put something bigger, but I'm happy with 65. But I had thought about it too. I have. It's funny, like Don. I have an old Black Diamond rolled up outside. I've been wanting to do something with.
Mhm.
But and I've got a D-Vision projector that's been collecting dust for years, and I was like, I could put that in the bedroom.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
The
for
only reason
sure.
we did it was because I got one on demo to
Yeah.
because I had a client that wanted one, and we looked at the Vava and a Samsung and this one, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just have to set it up to see how it works.
Watch Shane Lee's new video.
Oh, I know. Huh?
There might be a new sheriff in town.
Yeah, I know. Well, and this is where I'm like, for me, it was just this was one I could get a great deal on them because they were demo units.
Mhm.
So I was just trying to move them for them because the customer that I was dealing with, that's just what fit their need. But once I saw, let me tell you, the floor rising when the screen comes up,
Yeah, that's awesome.
the people, it's surprising how much people are just like ooh and ahhing just from a simple little screen coming up.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I would do the same thing. And I would do the same thing in my bedroom. I'd put it right because I have a dresser. I'd put that floor rising screen right on there, and Bob's your uncle.
And they have cabinets
How's
now.
the build quality of those AWOL screens? I've always been kind of wondering about how
So the AWOL won the shootout. The 3500 won the shootout for the best ultra short throw projector. Maybe 2 years ago now, one or 2 years ago. So
the biggest challenge. So the AWOL versus the new, what's it called? The Aurora Mark II. The nice thing about the Aurora Mark II is it doesn't use a true laser engine, so it doesn't have the speckle like the AWOL does. Now, if you're on a woven screen and doing like an AT screen, then
What's up, guys?
it works.
Today we're going to be
That's
checking.
it right there. That one, it's not as bright though. It's only 2,500 lumens. I know saying only now for 2,500. Right, I get that.
So Abe,
okay.
This Shane Lee is a 3D fan just like I am, and he said that this is the best 3D projector that he's ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Check that out. Yeah.
So yep.
Yeah, and the not, of course, he has an AT woven screen, so it's not as big of an issue.
Right.
If you're trying to just get every little bit out of it or use it in non-light controlled room, like with an ALR screen, then this would be a better option just because you don't get the speckle at all.
Have you seen that projector?
Not seen
Not
it.
this one.
Not seen it, but
I've never heard. I've never heard of Aurora. Is it
It's Nexigo is the brand.
Mexico? Oh, Mexico. Okay.
It's up in the top left corner there.
yep, Mexico.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And this is using the new APL D5 light engine, which several of these brands will use. And like, if you look at this case, it is very, very similar to the AWOL case.
Mm-hmm.
So they all kind of, there's this ALPD. I don't know where it generated, but that light engine is used across a lot of these brands that are in the UST market. And the version 5 just came out, and Don, is the new Hisense 5,000 lumen one? Is that? I don't think that one uses the same one. I think that's a different.
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I can look it up and see.
Because that one's also a very interesting 5,000 lumens. I mean,
yeah, 5,000 lumen. Yeah, we'll look that one up. We'll go into that in a second. But
anyway,
let me finish
back
up
to your
my
original
last.
question.
Let me finish up my. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, go back to that. So, Dark Knight. That's what we've been watching.
Dark Knight, and then what was the predecessor before that? What was the superhero before that?
The one before that. Oh, geez. Oh, was it? It wasn't Spider-Man. Superman. So we did Superman. We finished off the latest one, and then we started in Batman.
Okay.
And I think he wants to do Flash next.
I see. Yeah, they had like a content set for one of the superheroes on Kaleidoscape that I almost bought the other day. I got to go back and look at it, but I couldn't remember which one it is.
Yeah, sometimes those set deals are the deal to get.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So, my third movie, drum roll, please. Ike is gonna like
I feel
this.
like I can guess what it is.
Sound of Music?
$14 special
Oh
Oh,
god.
on Kaleidoscape.
Oh wait. Ah.
I feel like I could guess what it was.
Sound of
The
Music. huh?
Sound of Music. I decided to partake in this last night. I'm like, all right, look, this is Ike's favorite movie. I'm gonna check it out for the channel, and I actually enjoyed it. It wasn't bad. And I tell you what, the transfer on this was phenomenal. The 4K transfer. I mean, there were scenes that looked like they were filmed yesterday.
Yep.
So it was, the story is old, obviously, just a love story, if you guys haven't seen this or not. And there's a lot of songs on here that I didn't realize was from here. First time ever seeing The Sound of
Mhm.
Music.
That's,
So-
that's
That was your
kinda-
first time seeing that?
First time seeing it.
Really? Wow.
I think we
Wow.
kind of had that discussion when you know.
So it was $14.99, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this just for the show.
For a movie
Yeah.
shot in 1965.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
gorgeous
looked
for
good. It
sure.
looked good.
And it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, it is
Oh,
3
yeah.
hours long. They had
Yeah.
like an intermission.
Mhm. It was the old school where you had like the entr'acte,
Uh-huh.
where you go in there and then you got the intermission, and
Yeah,
yeah,
they had
I-
like an
You
How
can,
intermission.
many
you can
different-
imagine how many 3 hours of my life I invested in
it's amazing.
You
How many
watched
different
this.
versions do you own, Ike?
every single one. I think I probably have all the anniversary. This is the 50th or 60th anniversary.
I've got the
50th,
laser
I think.
disc.
I got so
I've got.
many
Do you
anniversaries.
have the laser?
You have
disc
the
version?
laser disc.
I've got the
Oh,
laser
you're
disc.
not
Yeah.
a true fan.
You
unless
got the
have
laser disc. Okay,
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
in there. I have
Okay,
the
all
laser.
right. Okay,
I have the laser. I have all
there you go, right there. Yeah, I got the
Damn,
laser.
bro.
Nice.
Yeah, he's legit.
All right.
Yeah, he's that. Yeah, if it's your favorite, that's what you got. That's for sure.
That's cool, man. That he got the laser. They can pull out the laser right there. That's awesome.
He's like, no, seriously, I have every version.
So, yep.
I should get see. Chuck says I should get a kickback for the sales.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I've got
hills are
Back to the-
alive. The hills are alive.
The
There we
movie
go.
I've
Yeah.
got in every single format from beta is Back to the Future. I got beta on beta, VHS, Laserdisc.
Wait, Back to the
DVD.
Future
Yeah,
was
Back to
on
the Future
beta.
was on beta.
Dude,
was
it's
like
not that old, is
something,
it?
I have it on
It is
8mm. They used to make
It is
pre-recorded 8mm movies that you could buy, and then Back to the
Wow.
Future was on 8mm.
God, I didn't even know
That
8mm still friggin' existed. I mean,
Yeah.
as
Well,
far
it
as like,
doesn't, but
releasing-
for a while they were making pre-recorded movies on 8mm.
yeah, that
So,
makes sense though. Because
Ike,
I've
where-
got some
Was it?
movies on-
Was this actually filmed in Austria?
Yes.
Do you know? It was.
Yes. You
There you
can
go.
actually. A friend of mine actually visited it. That's on my to-go
It
list.
was.
Actually. Those
Have you gone there,
mountains.
Ike? Have you gone?
No,
to
I haven't. A friend
Yeah.
of mine has been there and has been
No.
he's been one-upping me on that for almost 10 years now.
My aunt went there, and they went to all the places that they
Yeah.
they shot that movie.
And it is beautiful. Yep. The
Yeah.
mountains and everything, the flowers,
Mhm.
the Edelweiss flower and all of that. Yeah, it's
Yeah. So I decided to partake in this just to see what all the hubbub was about.
well, I'm glad you at least enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
Bringing a little culture to
It's
Don.
a classic. And think about it, right? I probably watched this when I was 5, 6. So it was like, I've grown up with it, right? So it's like
Yeah.
childhood memories mixed with just, I think it was well done for 1965.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
The
look, some
music
of the
and
scenes.
everything.
Like I said, the transfer was unbelievable. I was more impressed with how clean it was.
Yeah.
For this movie, being shot like you said, 1965, and I mean, it looked like it was shot yesterday on a lot of the scenes. Some of the scenes were a little rough,
Yeah.
but a lot of them were super detailed and super tight.
I wish
so
they would spend some time getting South Pacific redone of the musical. Talking about musicals. I don't know if you've ever seen South Pacific. That's a great musical as well. Made about the same time period, but that's probably one of my favorite of the musical
then-
genres.
Yeah, if you read funny enough, a lot of people don't know that there was actually a real Von Trapp family singer that the movie was made after. And then if you read the biography, that just takes it to a different. So, like, I'm way into this movie beyond just the movie itself. But
You're
yeah,
hardcore.
there was a family that it was made after. I think they had 7 girls, and it
Well,
was just built. Everything was designed.
it's
from
well
there,
ahead of its
so-
time too, right? Because I
Yeah.
mean, you talk like the socialism and stuff like that's
Yeah.
going on. You know,
Mhm.
it's well ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, another great movie as far as great transfer. It made me think of Giant. You ever saw that movie,
I've
Giant?
Really?
seen Giant.
Yeah. Well,
You know what?
James
Since-
Dean's the last movie he filmed,
Mhm.
or he died. Him, Rock Hudson, and Elizabeth Taylor. See that? I don't know if Clyde's.
So
think that's-
the one that I hear the most about is Lawrence of Arabia, and I've not seen that
You
movie
haven't
yet
seen
either.
that yet?
So
Yeah.
I
Did
think
you like?
since,
Did you like skip like the entire
Since-
80s
I've
and
seen
90s?
that
Like,
movie,
what?
though.
since
that is-
I'm on an old movie kick, I think I'm gonna go
You
ahead and check that
absolutely
one
need
out.
to
Have
see
you
that
have
one.
you seen The King and I?
one.
I may have seen that one.
Jesus Christ!
Casablanca.
Casablanca, yes. Gone with the Wind, yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Look at this. Here's a blast from Seth.
hold on, let me.
This is a laser disc.
Oh, yeah.
Old school laser disc.
From Russia with love.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
That's the old
RCA
school
one.
The RCA
Yeah,
one,
that's
the
the
sound
one where the
picture.
disc-
huh?
Dude.
where the disc was in the cartridge.
Cartridge,
that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. I keep this one near me. One day I don't have the player to play this, but
I could show you my old Blu-rays. No.
all right.
I have
Are
a
you-
large collection of HD DVDs.
I have a-
jealous.
I do have a collection of HD. Yeah, that was.
Let me
I got-
look. Let
I
me
got rid
let
of
me
all my
sort
HD
by
DVDs.
year. What is the oldest movie you have? I'm gonna look
Me or
it
A?
up now. I
Oh, I don't know.
have Dracula,
Oh.
1931 is my oldest movie I have on my Plex server.
Oh, well, I said, what's the
Collida.
oldest movie that I've had every iteration of it from back, oldest technology from, I'd probably say,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think The King and I is the one,
Back to
the
the
oldest that I have the physical disc.
Back to the
That
Future,
one was
1985.
56.
yeah, but that I have it on every platform of growing
Wow.
up, like from
That's crazy.
Beta to VHS to
That's
Laserdisc
pretty
to
cool.
DVD.
That's pretty cool.
That to see the movie on every that one in Three Amigos, I have almost
Oh,
on every.
yeah.
Didn't
And
see
I
that
have-
one coming.
Yeah, Three Amigos, great movie. That's probably one of my
Mm-hmm.
top 5 comedies right there.
So here you go, Abe. I'll help you out. Look at this. Just in case you want to buy another one.
Oh. Limited edition collectors.
There you go.
There's your Betamax.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Well, do you
Wow.
have it on the
Sealed. Look at this.
PlayStation?
Sealed for $3,000.
Oof.
Wow, I don't
Not
have a clue.
touched.
Look at that. Nobody's gonna. He's not gonna. They ain't nobody gonna pay $3,000 for that.
Maybe what's his name? The guy that plays in the movie.
Yeah,
Michael J. Fox might buy it
Yeah.
from him for $3,000.
mine's definitely was well worn, and I'm pretty afraid to put it back in. It's probably aged so bad it'll probably break. It's older than dirt. But the laser display is still no problem. So, Ike, do you still have your laser player?
So VHS was
no.
in 1976. Why would they make that in beta?
No, I don't. I've been actually looking for. I keep putting them in my Amazon cart.
Oh, Beta
No,
was
not
very popular
Amazon,
in
but my eBay cart. But I'm like, man.
Well, I've got 3 Laserdisc players.
Oh, okay.
that's
I might need to loan one from you.
Yeah, I've got it. Well, I
do a
got an
review.
SLD 606. I don't even have it hooked up.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got 2 DVL 9. I got a 919. Remember the DVL 919?
Yep.
Yep. And then I got the 909, and then I got the 606.
See, I never did laser. I just went
Got all
straight
the
from.
classics.
I went
that's
straight
good.
from what was it?
VHS.
VHS to Blu-ray,
Oh, yeah.
Well, DVD, you mean?
DVD. Yeah, DVD. Yeah.
Yeah. SLV 1000 was the first DVD player I got. I think I paid a lot of money for it, and it was the baddest ass Sony DVD player. It had the motorized front panel that swooped down. It was awesome. I still have it. It's upstairs, and made in Japan, just a tank of a DVD player. But that was my favorite. So they made some
All
good
right.
players back then.
So, Derek, you asked Paul earlier in the chat how advanced a 3D printer is required these days.
Nowadays,
Specifically to do multicolor print.
yeah, you can do you can get them as cheap as the printers now. You can get them as cheap as like $400 or $500, and it's a couple $100 for the AMS, which is the auto material system. You can actually buy, I forgot what brand it is, but there's 3 major players that are multicolor, like tool changer head. You can buy a $800, starts with an S. I forget the name. I want to say Soval, but I don't. It's Snap something. I'm totally off, but it has a tool head changer that's has like 5 different colors. The thing, and that's only like $800. The one I plan on getting is like the Bamboo. It has a 7 different heads on it. It's like $2,300 with the AMS thing as well. It's not as big as the big boy is the Prusa, but by the time you buy all the heads, so there's, and what that means is there's full assemblies, like the filament's already loaded in each head, ready to go, right? The one I'm getting has 1 or 2 basically plastic tubes. They call them Bowden tubes. I don't know, fancy name for plastic tube. That the one loads and unloads through the material systems. They're not like all sitting there ready to go, and it goes over and grabs a head, and then it feeds while it's kind of simultaneously loading the filament while it's going over to grab a nozzle and then heat it up. So it's a little bit slower. And when I say a little bit, it does add up quite a bit. But the difference in prices to get like 5 color on the Prusa, which is like the Mac Daddy as far as like head, is like $6,000 or $5,600. It's literally like twice as much. And I like the Bamboos because,
so you get 8 terabytes with that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just throw it in.
Those are really, really, really nice machines. But the Bamboo are for people like me. There, it's like, okay, I'm an engineer. I want to get into 3D printing and stuff, but I don't want to work on my machine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Prusas are kind of the same way too, but you pay for those. Now the other brand, which I totally can't remember, it starts with an S, but if you Google a tool head, 5-head tool changer 3D printer, there's only 3 of them that are going to show up that are worth a damn. And yeah, but they're all advanced nowadays compared to even 5 years ago. Now,
so Paul, what's a good starter 3D printer for a novice coming in, one to just play with it? In your opinion,
play with it. The Bamboo A1 Mini. You can get
Okay.
one for like $230. You can pull up your phone, hit print, boom, and just buy the Bamboo.
I don't know nothing about it, but I've been thinking about to play with one just to.
You don't have to do squat.
Bamboo A1
I mean, literally,
Mini.
as long as you buy their filament, and their filament's pretty cheap. Like, it's not like people are like, oh, you're forcing us into the ecosystem.
Snap
I'm all
Maker.
for that. If it's all, Maker World is anything on Maker World, you can literally Now, this is, like I said, this is just like, hey, this is a toy. I want to see this.
I want to play with it.
I want to buy it as a toy.
Yeah.
A1 Mini.
All right,
dude.
all right.
It is like, it's not very big. It's not going to print some of the stuff that's like,
But you can get your feet wet with it.
But
you get your feet wet with it. Then
if you enjoy that, you can get you can do multicolor with that one, and that's only a couple $100, and it's
$397 for the A1 3D
with
printer.
the AMS, I would imagine, right? Is that with the
that's a good
AMS?
price. That's a good fair price.
That's
for
with 4 color spools on the side, the one you're
Wow.
talking about.
Okay.
So and what's cool about it is that's like the printer for dummies, right? It's like, hey,
Well, that's perfect. That's what I am.
yeah,
So,
you pull up the app on the phone
well,
and you say, and especially like I said, if you buy, I'm okay with them having their own ecosystem, right? As long as it's like, oh, I'm not charging it 3 times as much. No,
Yeah, it's
they
not
charge
like,
the same amount as anyone else, right? So it's like, okay, you can't get too bent out of shape about that, right?
Yeah.
And they still let you use other filaments for people that want to do things, but for people that just want to, hey, I want to hit a button. You buy their filament, they have little RFID tags inside of them that as it spins, it says, oh, I need to do this for that particular filament. So you don't even have to engineer or figure out the flow, the heat, the temperature. There's a lot of things.
Well, it's for dummies. It's for starters. It's just
Yeah,
to kinda
exactly.
get
You just buy their
what I
filament,
mean.
buy that printer, man. I'm not even kidding. Pull up the app, print. You're done.
Okay.
It does
Check that
everything
out.
for you, and it's a tiny investment. If once you start getting further than that, that's that's where you're like, eh. Now a lot of that does depend on the person that put that print out on Maker World, because there's different profiles, right? It's not like, hey, I have a print and I can just print it, right? It has to be ready for the A1 mini, right? It has to be profiled to print on that printer, right? And sometimes, people get a little bent out of shape because they're not all profiled for everything, right? So
Gotcha.
you can run into that. So it's not like, oh, I hit it and every time it's 100%. You might hit one that say, hey, this is for the $5,000 printer, and you're like, oh, why didn't it work? What? It's like, this all a little different. Anyways, advancement on that is just, man, there's the last I looked, there is a printer that is $10,000 that used to be $100,000 4 years ago. And when I say that this $10,000 is a lot for a printer.
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't expect to see any in the hundreds.
But it actually produces parts that are equal and sometimes stronger than injection molded parts.
Wow.
So you could literally start producing commercial, like without a doubt, parts. Now that's not cheap though, but I mean, gosh, 5 years ago, that same printer was $100,000. So
just think how long your ROI would have to what you have to sell them for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you're right. That's one of those things where you gotta have an investment. But I mean, depending on what you're doing, custom parts and stuff like that, a lot of people will buy these for like cars, right? You'll have like custom.
That's what I'm thinking for, to make a little broke off piece, something I want to remake it. Just little things to fix stuff. That get
one
broke.
thing I told someone that I met at the old yard house that I go to, big car guy, and I was like, oh man, have you gotten 3D printers and stuff? He's like, no. He's like, you can make gaskets. Like, not even kidding, fully working as good as a gasket as if you went to AutoZone and bought it. So you can make a gasket that does not exist. That alone makes it to where that should be a tool in every like mechanic's garage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Because
especially
if you're working on older stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, we don't make this gasket anymore. You can do the old cork thing and all that stuff. That works. That works too. But man, you could literally make this exact. You can take a picture, have some nerd like me CAD it, and then hit print, and guess what? You can print that thing 100 times. Or if it's a popular car that people have a problem with finding that part, you just search for that part on Maker World, and it's like, oh yeah, I already made that gasket. Boop, and you just hit print.
Yep. And I have a 95 Japanese car that parts are nearly impossible to get. And so like there's lots of little plastic in there that has started to break. And if you can find it, it's like new old stock, and it is stupid expensive. They call it the GTR tax. It's like, really? That is a $2 piece.
Yep. That is
$45.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, man, if you and depending on what it is, you can get it nowadays. They even have it already that it's not 10 grand, but it's still, like 3 grand. They have newer resin printers that are like 3 to 5 grand that will make resin, commercial grade resin products that are stronger than anything. I mean, it's and and those things are almost exact to the micron, and that I've done that before. I've made some custom parts for car parts for people.
I may be reaching out.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's pretty wild.
So let's go through the chat here and see what we got. I just want to say, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, hopefully we're a distraction. We definitely sympathize with any struggle, and that's why people do hobbies,
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we definitely noticed it was just it's like, hey, hopefully a good distraction, I haven't been able to make fun of Don and his slow theater build, and
that's because I'm watching movies now.
Well, you know what? Actually, we went in there. I had fun in there. I mean, I know it's still not done, but I agree with Don. I mean, it's still it's still it's fine. Yeah, at least you can enjoy it.
You can use it. Yeah. And I'd give it to you there. I mean, you can use it. I'm not.
So I'm not a Lumigen dealer. I don't know the prices off the top of my head.
I'll see if I got the price. I can tell you. Let's see, Lumigen, man. Clients.
But it was great having you over.
I had fun, man. It was
we kind of did a double session, right? So Abe, I had a meeting that I had a meeting from like 1 to 3 that I had to be on, and so Abe came over. What time did you get here? Like 11 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, I was running. Yeah.
So we did like 2 hours worth of demos and just chatting and stuff like that, trying to figure out how I'm gonna do these angles and stuff like that for the fabric. And we did like 2 hours worth of demos, and then I gave him like another hour and something 3D demo when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
So
you converted him.
Yeah.
So you gave him that you gave him the 3D. You didn't give him 1D or 2D. You gave him all 3Ds.
Yeah, good.
And he was trying different positions too. So he'd go from the front row to the back row to the back row.
Just because I want to hear what the difference and see the because I think he had it optimized for the front row, but actually So you sit in the back.
For some reason I have visions of Clockwork Orange where the guy's eyes are opened and Abe strapped in a chair. You will watch 3D.
A lot of people don't know that watch Robot Chicken that's
okay.
I haven't watched that crap in a long time.
I have that.
I read the book and then watched it.
How do you read the book?
That's
hard.
That's a different movie, man. Yeah.
And it's got the edition I had a dictionary in the back of it, so you could actually understand all the slang that he has in there, because it's
gotcha.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Somebody was asking about Lumigen. Basically, they start at 6 to 9. You're in that 6 to 9 range for Lumigen processors, retail. Yeah, like the 440. The 440.
You're a dealer for them, right, Abe? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were.
And Mad VR both. So like a Radius Pro 4140 retails for $59.95, and then you go to the Radius
You're
Pro.
not a dealer for that yet, Don.
It's like 97.
Yeah, I talked to Jim about it. I can become one.
Easy.
I haven't dove into the product enough yet. If I'm going to be a dealer, I want to know the ins and outs of it, right? I don't want to be one of these guys that just sells you a piece of equipment and be like, look, I can't help you. You know what I mean? So I set it up. I followed the guide, right? That he has, the PDF that he has to set it up. But as far as going in and knowing, okay, if I do this, this is what it's going to do. I've not taken the time to sit down and do that. I will eventually, once I get the theater done and all that stuff, I'll sit down and tweak and play with it, and that way I can be more familiar with it.
More proficient.
Correct.
I like it, but honestly, I'm really liking my Envy and Stream. I love Lumagen, I love Jim and everything, but man, the Mad VR, the Envy Stream has just spoiled me. It's just just in how it connects up and how easy it blends with, like, especially for me when I do these Barco CinemaScope setups, how it just marries nicely with the projector and how it handles things like subtitles. It's so nice and wonderful that it just takes care and manages subtitles so much easier.
Yeah, with
It's
that new
IP-based
update,
control.
right?
It's and I wish one day Jim would, hopefully eventually get all his system working on IP control and stuff, and get rid of RS-232 out of that mix. But it's got its place still. It's still a great processor. Jim and him done a great job. He's got a very good way that he handles a lot of the video processing things. But definitely Mad VR gives him a run for his money.
Look, I mean, the
They're
Mad
both great in the
VR,
right setup.
the first Mad VR was $15,000, right?
Yeah.
And the you just named the price. It's less than half the price.
Yeah,
to do the same thing. Yes, the menus are a little out of date and everything else, but the thing is,
it does the trick.
Once you set it,
Once
you set it, you're not going to mess with it no more. You're done.
And honestly, it's the same thing with the Mad VR. Once you set it, and I would say if you're not doing CinemaScope setups like what I'm doing with Barco CinemaScope, really the Lumagen is just fine, because, like you said, once you set it up, you're not going to touch it with it anymore. There's just some advantages on the Mad VR, but both are great products. But yeah, and they both have, but Lumagen, for the cost savings comparatively, yeah, it's a your better choice. Yeah.
So that brings up a good question. Like the folks I hang out with here, they're all Mad VR folks, but they are also like us. They love to tweak things, right? So they often will change settings movie to movie. Like some movies they will have higher motion AI, and other movies they will turn it down, and then they'll adjust film grain. Like some movies, the film grain bothers them more than others. Like, is that ignoring motion AI, because I know Lumagen doesn't have that, but is that something that's easy enough to do with the Lumagen, or is that painful?
No, it's doable. But even like on Mad VR, I turn off their motion interpolation. I don't
need it. I don't want that either. But I was just thinking like the other stuff, like
yeah. I don't know that you
pieces.
can control the film grain on the Lumagen. Like I said, I've not dove into it that much.
I have never, once I've set it, because really I marry it to the projector, I get it all dialed in, and you just leave it. Unless you want to tweak, and you could tweak, and you can maybe set day and night modes and stuff. Basically, if you have an issue where you have different lighting, you have to adjust to. But short of that, I'd say the less you do, the better. And just calibrate it to your room, to your settings, to your projector, and just let it be. But yeah, sure, you're always gonna have people tweaking, and then like for sports, they might want to have motion interpolation, or for movies, take it off and try doing different. Yeah, but I see that. It is a little clunky to try to get through the menu systems on the Lumagen to quickly tweak it compared to the Mad VR, but it's doable.
Okay. Well, and I mean, I like the idea with the other one as well, because of the Lumagen, because of the lower latency and all that stuff, and not having to worry about that, because I will be gaming and stuff, but I just didn't know how easy it was to do all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the menus are, you got to know where to go. Basically, it's kind of like your DOS system, right? Where there's menus hidden behind menus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you just got to know where to go to find it. That's the.
Or you got to know the little combination of buttons: up, down, down, left, right.
It is like play Mortal Kombat and on SNES. On Super
I've
long as I don't
actually
have to
called, I've
set
actually
up a
called
setup.
Jim before and say, "What was that combination again that I have to do to get into this one menu?"
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
'cause
gotta
they're
do this. I'm like,
shortcuts, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Up, down, down, left, right, A, B,
Yeah,
A, B.
because the numbers, all the numbers on the remote mean something too. You can,
Yeah.
it'll take you to different places and stuff. Like I said, I'm just not. I haven't done my homework
It's
on
kind
it
of
yet.
it's kind of like
enough to be a
every
dealer.
Sony. I don't know if people know this. Every Sony production disc, if you take you have to have a physical Blu-ray player, and you spell the word Sony on the numbers, it pulls up their hidden calibration menu.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
wouldn't that be 7228?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yep.
So, Drew, thank you for helping me pronounce your name because I wasn't able to do that. So thank you for that.
Arredondo.
Arredondo. Thank
There
you.
go.
Thank you for helping me do that. Let's see. Just going back to the theater, Derek said he liked how you handled the vaulted ceilings.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
I've got that client that I need to talk to you about. That's actually how there's a setup. They have a vaulted ceiling, and it is so annoying.
Oh, they
Still
suck.
haven't-
Yeah.
So-
still
Yeah.
haven't talked to Abe yet.
I know. I did.
I
respond
haven't-
Finally,
I've
yeah.
been waiting for the client to get back from Europe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is it
It's
room
that
for
tough.
construction or is it a remodel?
it's a remodel.
Oh, okay.
I gotta
So
get over
Rob
there and do
says-
measurements.
Rob says he saw Orphan First Kill on Blu-ray. What a great movie! I've not seen that one. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's see what else do we got in the comments over here.
And if you're looking for a Thanksgiving movie, watch Dolly Parton's Heartstrings, Episode 7, Dim Old Bones, and look for me in the jury box.
Oh,
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I was an extra on that movie.
Wait,
Everything-
what? Which
did
one was
you
it?
put the
It was
name
in
the
Debbie's
chat?
Does Dallas. What was it?
No, Dim.
Yeah.
Dim. It's
Big,
Dim.
big dudes down
Yeah.
under.
Dim Old Bones. It was, Dim Old Bones. That's the name of the episode with Kathleen Turner.
I can't
Remember?
even spell that, man. Can you
Yep.
spell
What,
that?
what is that
Well,
on?
Okay, Dolly Parton did had a Heartstrings. It was a collection of 7 movies on Netflix that is based on each one of her songs. Okay, one of her 7.
Oh yeah, this
so
is like a
popular.
I've probably already seen it. It's Hall.
Yeah, so
that's a
Heartstrings,
Hallmark
so there's-
theme.
It's kind of like that, but kind of like okay. So it's like 7 movies based on each one of her songs, like Jolene, and then
Yeah.
But then she has a song called Dim Bones or Dim Old Bones, something like that. I forgot the name of it. But it's like episode 7 in that series about Kathleen Turner. She's like a psychic type thing. She plays an old psychic, but she gets put on trial for witchcraft or voodoo or something like that. And I'm like a country bumpkin farmer with overalls, and I'm like in the front row. And so you see me when the
We'll
lawyers
have
are
to check
talking.
that out. We'll have that picture up next week.
I look like such a hillbilly in that one. It's just so bad. But
That's funny. Was that the stint of your acting career?
no, I was. If you don't blink, you'll see me in Jumanji Next Level.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when they walk into the smokestack, which is the bar in the little like bazaar area, right when they walk in, if you look to your left, I'm right there for
We
like 2
didn't know we
seconds.
were dealing with a movie star here, guys.
Yeah.
A theater,
Well, they
a theater
film
movie,
movies.
star.
I've been in Georgia. I'm in like Hollywood South here in Atlanta, and they film movies all the time around here. So for fun, I just go be an extra. I'll just go be an extra in a movie. I haven't done it lately because I've been so busy. But prior to COVID, I was having so much fun doing that. I'm in The Outsiders. I'm in a Waffle. My favorite one, The Outsiders, which was on HBO. There's a scene where the 2 detectives are at a Waffle House going over the case, talking about looking at the photo. If you look in the back, I'm at the Waffle House. I'm at the booth, sitting eating behind them right there, the whole thing. So
We're gonna have to check this out.
yeah,
Now you unveil your acting career to us.
yeah. It's just
6
silly
weeks
extra.
later, 6 times later
Are
after being on
you
the show.
credited as a
No, these are your background.
You're literally
You're just as popular as the plant
you're
in the
a
room.
true
Yeah.
sense of extra. Yeah,
No, I'm back. Your background. Yeah,
I was
you're
just wondering. Because hey,
So
man, you get credited. You can be in movies as
can't-
credited extras. That's a
Yeah.
big deal.
Yeah, I'm also in. I'm on Central Casting, and if you go through, if you take any of those, if there's even like one word you say, you get credited, and you can actually get Screen Actors Guild
Oh yeah, yeah.
thing. But no, your background, you're no different.
Yeah,
than the
yeah, you're an
tree or
extra,
the
extra.
bro- the
Yeah,
brick.
yeah.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Yeah,
But it's
something
still
to brag
fun.
about. Yep.
You don't make any. You don't make shit. There's not much money to make of it.
You know,
They pay
my
you a little bit.
friend. You know, my
But you have fun. You have fun.
my friend Tim, right? His
Mm.
wife was in a Tom Cruise movie as an extra.
Yeah, it's
I
just
forgot
fun to
which
do it.
one it
Anybody can do it. You can follow the casting
Mhm.
companies here in Georgia and just apply for it. Like anybody can get on these things. You just have to apply for it.
Yeah,
And
and
then
I
once
think
you-
he's credited because I don't know. I'd have to ask him.
And once you do enough, they know who you are. So when you submit for other things, then it's easier. You get more and more because
Yeah,
they
you're like,
already
oh,
know.
you're not some crazy fan.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
the production assist, the PAs know who you are. So
Mhm.
when they're looking through the casting. So
Yep.
Just Mercy, I opened the door for what's his face? Who's in Just Mercy? Jamie Foxx. So I opened the door to the courthouse as Jamie Foxx walked in.
Mm.
So that was that one.
Look at
And
this.
you
Where
you
did-
don't you, if you blink, you'll miss me on that one because I'm just there for like a tiny half a second when I open the door. But it's cool because you get to see all these celebrities, watch how these movies get made. It's just fun to see how it happens. Like
Well,
Jumanji, I was on
probably
that set.
why you don't watch movies if you do a lot of acting. It's kind of like it takes you out of the. It doesn't necessarily take you out of it, but it's like
What?
if you're in that world, you know how it's all.
Oh,
made, and
it
you're
did spoil
analyzing
me.
other factors. what's
Absolutely, it
going
did spoil
on.
me. Like
Yeah.
when you see how they light up a courthouse, okay, a courtroom. Like when I'm in there, when I watch a courtroom drama or something, I know exactly how they lit up that room. I know they're in a sound stage. I know above them is a whole bunch of lights that are shining through. There's no ceiling. There's no roof
Yeah.
in there. So it does kind of spoil me that I can almost see how they lit the room.
Yep. It
And
becomes distracting. Yeah.
It's a
yeah,
little
exactly.
distracting because I know how they actually did that scene.
Too
but-
fun.
Yeah, but what's cool about it, you get to see that these actors, these famous actors, might get paid shit ton of money, but they work their ass off. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
it,
it's just like
Es-
anything.
especially like we'd sit there for 7 days on one scene, and these actors have to repeat that same line or same scene like 10 times in a row with perfection. And then they have to repeat it 10 times in a row from this angle, and then 10 times in a row from this angle. So in post production with the director, if the director goes, I want to see that same scene from the west angle. Do you have that shot? Sure. So they have to repeat that same scene 10 times in a row from like 4 different directions. And then they have to reset up the cameras every time they change a scene.
Mhm.
Direction. So that's why it takes forever to make these movies.
And I'm telling you that sometimes mental exhaustion is more exhausting than physical exhaustion.
The number one thing about movies, the biggest thing that everyone tell you is the waiting. You do more waiting on a movie set.
Hurry up and wait.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
14, 15 hours each day I was on Jumanji.
And it's hurry up and wait. It is because
Yeah.
people don't, and if you don't understand that type of industry, it's like, look, you're setting up what's costing hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay. You're setting up what's costing hundreds of dollars or sometimes thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, depending on the scene. Like if you're shutting down a major street, right? It's costing you X dollars a minute. You got a setup time and then you got an action time. So it's not like, oh, well, call me and I'll come down in an hour and do the scene when I'm ready. No, it's, hey, it's costing us this much money a minute to have this one section of this location to get this one shot. You have to be there ready in a second. Because if you're going to the bathroom, it's like, dude, that 5 minutes just cost us another 10 grand, dude.
I'll tell you,
know?
the thing I enjoy the most especially in Jumanji, is how much I appreciate the artists who make set decorators. I never paid attention to how I'm on this set and they recreated an outdoor like bazaar, kind of this bazaar area where there's shops and stuff like that. And I'm on the set, I'm walking on gravel road, like you're actually in this real bazaar. The level of detail is insane. Like I was going right up to the building and you can see where they drew like a moldy water vein from a gutter. And then they got just like the water that's been dripping out and kind of molding the side of the stucco, like to perfection. Like it, like you go right. And I mean, I'm on the set and it's so detailed. It looks so realistic. And I'm like, it's insane. Like, and they'll have, like they have this outdoor spice, like a spice vendor who has all the spices like cinnamon. There was real spices. All of it was real. Cinnamon, saffron, it was real spices in the shot. And it was the authenticity is insane.
Yeah,
and
sometimes the cheapest prop is the real thing.
The real thing, and it just blew me away.
Seriously, it's like, damn it!
I learned an amazing appreciation.
Fruit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just learned an appreciation for set decorators because those guys are true artisans.
Well, Adam Savage does special effects, right? From and people know him from Mythbusters. That's what he did even before and prior to Mythbusters, is all that. And so he's in that industry, right? So, and that's why he does a lot of the creations and stuff that he does. And there's so much detail just in one little thing.
Oh yeah. And I would say now, I'd imagine that the pressure's on those set decorators because we have 4K. We have all this high resolution. We have these gigantic screens. So
same thing with makeup artists.
And the makeup. So those sets have to be perfect because we're watching on these gigantic screens and high resolution. So there's even more the need for everything to be perfectly detailed in these shots. So I would say that's.
I was going to say that.
Well, look, we're about to come to our time, but before we do that, I wanted to, Abe, for you just to talk about, the trip that you made, down to my place, down to Chuck's place.
Yeah, I had fun at Chuck's house. That was great. He has a nice setup.
Oh man, so which ribbon tweeters did you like better?
What was it? It was RBH that he.
So Chuck had RBH.
I love the RBHs, and we, what we enjoy. What we enjoy doing most in his theater, listening to music. Like we listened to the Pink Floyd album, I Wish You Were Here album. I listened to Shine On You Crazy Diamond, and it was just unbelievable. I had so much fun. I could have listened to that whole album at his house. It was just excellent. We listened to This Is the Drum by Herbie Hancock in multi-channel stereo. That was amazing. That sounded really good. Which, by the way, if you ever want a good demo, if they still have it, look for the DVD audio of This Is the Drum by Herbie Hancock, where he remixed it in surround sound.
Oh, wow.
And it sounds excellent. Dang. So I had fun at Chuck's house. So it was a great time. I started at Celebration, Florida in Orlando.
How many D's did Chuck give you?
D's.
3 Ds?
3
Oh,
Ds.
yeah. No. You gave me just 2 Ds.
Just 2 Ds.
Chuck's a big enough man. He only had to give you 1 D.
Yeah. But
and that fulfilled all the
musicality of those RBHs. Definitely, truly enjoyed those. Excellent sound. Very well set up. And definitely good bass. Definitely a really good bass in there.
Oh, gosh.
But I started Celebration to finish up that theater. Went all the way down to Don's house. So I drove from Celebration to Boca. Stayed in Boca for one day, hung out with Don, 2 different visits there, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Then drove down across Alligator Alley, which I guess is, what is that, Interstate 75? Alligator Alley?
Yeah, 75. Yeah.
What's Alligator Alley?
Well, they call
so
it.
Basically, you cut
that
through
is
the
down where
Everglades.
you buy your movies.
It's at the bottom of Florida, and you go across Florida from the East Coast to the West Coast.
So you go through the Everglades, literally.
You go through the Everglades.
You drive through the Everglades, so they call it Alligator Alley.
You pop out at what's that town?
I've just never heard it called
Naples.
Alligator
Naples.
Alley.
You pop out at Naples.
So.
and then you go 75 up to Tampa. So actually, I stayed in St. Pete, right on the ocean.
I've been to St. Pete.
Yeah, so I drove through the night, and then woke up on the beach there at the DoubleTree at St. Pete's. Then
Oh.
made my way over to Chuck's house.
At the DoubleTree. I was like, you woke up on the beach. Damn, you had it
Yeah,
really
well,
good
no, I
time,
woke.
man.
Well, it was nice
That
because I drove through the
fun
night and I got a
night.
hotel room facing the ocean. So when I woke up in the
Okay.
morning, I could see
Yeah,
the beach.
I was like,
Which was nice.
damn, dude, I couldn't do that nowadays. It'd kill me.
Then I went to Chuck's house and hung out, and then I left Chuck's house at around 2 or 3, and then I drove all the way to Atlanta. So I traversed the entire pretty much peninsula of Florida.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
So
especially
Chuck
in that-
has the Marantz 10, the AV10, and so what did you think about the soundstage and stuff there? I mean,
Yeah,
I
that was good.
thought it was tremendous. You know, the soundstage that he had in that
Yeah,
place.
I thought it was good. I thought he did a great job, and I was telling him that's what I found so amazing. It was a great opportunity for me to see what people are doing, like kind of in the DIY space, and very impressed. Just the amount of detail and stuff put in. Fantastic. I said it sounded good. I was very happy with it. Yeah, definitely very happy with it, and I enjoyed.
I really like the mid range in those speakers for sure. I think they're a little bit better than my Martin Logans for the mid range for sure. But yeah, I mean just the Dirac too. The Dirac calibration that he had in there. I thought it really opened the room up. Just the treatments, he did a really good job with it. Like you said, it's a do-it-yourself theater.
But it was excellent.
Did a phenomenal job, right?
Yeah, phenomenal job. Great job. I mean, it was fun. It was relaxing, and that was all that matters. As long as I could plop myself down and get engrossed in the movie or film, you've done your job. If I don't feel like I'm distracted by an element there, like something's pulling my attention away, it works.
Yeah, for sure.
And that the theater worked. But I had so much fun listening to music in there.
So what you think about the Lindorf, the MP60 with 0 room treatments at my theater?
I thought it was good. I definitely could tell the front row was where it was optimized. I think you're getting a little corner loading from the back row. But for where you had it optimized, it was perfect. It was good. I mean, I think it does a good job given that you still don't have the treatment stuff. It did fine. Yeah. And in fact, I like sitting in that front row, I think more. And I like that couch because you can really kind of slump down and just lay your head there. And
that couch is the death of me. I fall asleep on all the movies every time. Every time I watch them, I fall asleep on the movie. I fell asleep on Sound of Music, and it woke me up. I had to go back and rewind it to watch
something
it.
about that couch.
It was like a 3.5 hour movie.
It just
for me.
slinks you down. You find you're slinking down, and your head's just sitting on the back there, and you put your footrest up, and you're just stuck there, and you're just like staring up at the screen. And it's relaxing, but yeah, I can definitely see myself falling asleep on that one.
Yeah.
But excellent job. I think it's going to, like I tell you, it's only going to get better with the room treatments and doing your final setup and calibration.
What about the bass? What did you think about the bass?
Oh, you're a bass head, man. Yeah, he's a bass head. Way too much bass for me. But I said, but you know what? If you love it, that's all that matters, man. If you like it, it was insane amount of bass. Now, I like the way the bass sounded in the first row because it was a little bit toned down, and the back row was just a little.
Yeah, the back row is a little boomy back there.
A little boomy, but still, you were still. I don't. Yeah, but it's fine. But hey, yeah, he's definitely got some serious bass in there, and I thought it was
815s. They're doing their job for sure.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
Yeah, it was nice, but hey. Too much for me, but it sounded great though. It sounded great. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm adding 410s across the behind that couch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put 410s there for near field.
Yeah,
tactile.
Have you decided which ones?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the Ultimax 2s, the Dayton Audio Ultimax 2s.
But I'd say without treatments and everything, I'd say it still sounded great. So whatever that MP60 is doing a great job. And like I said, the bass was heavy and it was hitting hard, but it sounded really good from that front row. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate the compliments on that for sure. So
it's
nice to get verification, not just me throwing it out there, oh yeah, it sounds good with no treatments. We've been it's been implanted in our head that you have to have treatments, you have to have treatments, you have to have treatments, and then Room Perfect is doing such a good job in that place. I mean, yes,
Well,
it's going to get better.
It's going to get better.
gonna
Treatments will
get
still
better,
have their
but-
place and point, but you've got a heavy, thick carpet on the floor. You've got a heavy fabric wrapped couch. You already have a lot of
You
absorptive
have
stuff
those
that's kind of helping you.
couches, right? That's
Well,
good
not only that,
absorption,
but the walls themselves have 9 inches of
drywall and
pink
all.
fluffy stuff.
Yeah.
So that, and then also that the riser, it has rock wool in it.
yeah.
The floor where the garage is, it's stuffed with rock wool also.
Mm.
So there's plenty of rock
Well,
wool
that's
around.
good. Well, your sound isolation is good. Yeah, you got plenty of sound isolation. Really, what we're focusing on now is just sound control, how sound is acting and responding off your hard surfaces now, which are going to be tuned out when we put all the acoustic treatments and you run the calibration again.
Mhm.
So I think, like I said, it's only going to get better with that.
For sure. Well, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. It's good to get the verification or the nod. I know Chuck was over. Chuck, I think I had a little bit too much space for Chuck too when he was there. So,
I told Chuck, I said, Don's a bass head. Don's a bass head. Yeah.
I want to feel it, man. I want to feel it in my
Hey,
chest if there's a gunshot.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's not, the thing about home theater. There's nothing wrong with that. If you like it, that's all that matters.
For sure.
Hey, whatever helps him sleep at night.
Yeah.
Don was the one at Sheldon saying, "Can you turn up the bass just a little bit more?"
Man, Sheldon. Whew. That theater there, boy.
That's
I mean, it only had 16 18s, a 24.
Oh my god!
And
I
a
gotta,
hover-
hear, I gotta hear that room because you guys drive me crazy with all this. That's I gotta see that.
The hover easy.
I mean,
Man,
yeah, you gotta, until you got a, 4 64-inch sub, one in each corner. I mean,
One in each
come on.
corner.
Do you even bass, bro?
I know.
Like,
Well, and once Alex's dad's got the 2 100s in, I don't know if anyone's going to be able to.
Who's
Talking
that?
Talking about bass, Scott
Yeah.
Newby is supposedly
Yeah.
upgrading his theater.
Yeah,
he's
What
upgrading.
in God's
He's
green earth are you
upgrading.
upgrading to?
He sold all his subwoofers,
Yeah.
and he did make a video. I think it was today. He announced there's going to be a new type of, not JTR, the RTJ,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
commercial version.
What is
Oh,
it, like
wow.
nuclear propulsion? Like what?
And he was already pushing
How much
155
bass
dB.
can you get?
Someone may or may not be coming out with a larger subwoofer.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, look,
I'm
you
guessing
might-
they're 24s. My guess would be it would be 24s from RTJ with a lot more power and
Yeah,
Yeah.
but how
Just-
many of the 24s does he want to end up with?
Yeah,
I
they're-
guarantee it's going to be at least 10 of them.
'Cause
we
I feel
can
like
speculate
he will still want the whole room to be filled up just like the way it is.
Oh,
now.
he
Oh,
will.
yeah.
He will.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it'll
I'm
be
like-
Well,
more.
it'll give him some more space because his room is kind of set up the. So I went there back in, I think, in October, right? So his room is kind of
Right.
set up the link
Wide.
the width way, right? So it's
Yeah.
kind of set up the width way.
Oh, okay.
So without all
flip it.
those, yeah, for sure. No, I don't know if I'll flip it, but it the if he got rid of all those huge speakers back there and he was able to, he didn't need so many. It'll definitely
But
give him
it
some more
was-
room.
I don't
feel
think
like
there's.
I feel
I don't
like
think he's
not
gonna do
gonna
it.
want to go down with the
Well,
number.
look, I mean, I'm thinking that he's got like an oil rig drilling some, anchors in the
Dude.
front and back of his house so he can throw a strap over the roof.
He's
so it
gonna
doesn't
need
move.
he's gonna need more than the defib on the wall. He's gonna
Oh
need
my
a fire
God.
station. He's gonna need a fire station right next door, man.
He said he was going to put in more. He's going to take time to like reinforce the room.
Yeah,
Right,
he's gonna
yeah.
tear it down, rebuild. You have to, man.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
mean-
saying. He's going to get like an oil rig to
Yeah.
put anchors so he can throw straps over the house to hold it down.
Yeah, and like
What are you trying to do?
124.
Like separate the nails from the studs or something?
Oh,
They
that's what he's
already
trying to do. I
separated.
mean, is that last?
He was already at 155 dB in that thing.
No,
see.
more than
No.
that. He's already hit 156, I think.
156.
Yeah,
I was
he's
off.
He
already
the
wants
hit
dB, I'm
160,
sorry.
right?
Yeah, he's shooting for one. So I think he wants the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah,
is what
he wants to go like 160. Like he's hit 156, I believe. Which that's insane. That is.
And my guess is that he's done the calculation.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
actually-
sure
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
I'm
How
sure he's
many
done
he
millions
needs.
of calculations. But I mean, if they do 24s, he can literally get 10 more dB easily, because 124 is what, roughly 218s or 2.118, depending on the comparisons. So
It depends on the X Max. Now, if they're
well,
no,
yeah, they
I
have to
mean,
be
if they have a
equivalent. Just
better
in surface area alone.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, if they also have better X Max, like if
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
if it
exactly.
gets a little bit more X Max out of it.
Capable, if everything else is equal, just the 20 going to 24s would be like double the surface area, because people don't understand, the cone area. The sound is produced by the surface area, and 18 versus 24, just doesn't look like that, but just this
I thought it was a 32 that was 218s.
areas. Yeah, it's it's like I think it's like 24. I don't remember. You'd have to Google it. It's you have to do the area calculation. It's like 1.8 or 2, roughly 1.8 times. Like it takes an 18 to be a 24, something like that. But still, and the 24 wouldn't take, 215s require their own airspace, right? But 124 requires less airspace, just because it's more surface area, move more mass, so you can make a whole bunch of math involved. But anyways, if he puts one less or two less 24s in, and he had 18s, he would literally add way more. It would double the dB. It would give him 10 dB extra, basically. It would be, and that's loud.
Yeah.
That'd be like
I
would say
it's already insane. It's not. It's
164 dB he would probably hit, and that's
it's already a past insane.
Yeah.
But
with the same amount of power, though, that's what's amazing, right? That's where you're getting into that whole, size versus power.
Yeah, but you still don't, well, yeah. Never mind.
Oh, this is just for fun.
Remember the
this
goal
just
is
for
for
fun.
is
You
a
don't
very
listen
different.
like this all the time. So
Yeah,
The goal is
I'm gonna digress. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, this is all compression. Yeah. Well, I mean, dude,
I don't know.
54 inch or 60. Sorry, 64 inch now is what it's called.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like
but
no limitations.
The space for those though.
The signal. But yeah, it's for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all for what, like Ryan said, this is what you can do, and look at it. You know what I mean? Like nobody needs to go 300 miles an hour or 220 miles an hour, but you race on the salt flats to see what
After hearing that theater we did in Arkansas, I can't imagine anybody needing. Actually, what we had there, I thought was too much, but it sounded insanely good, and that was 16 15-inch subwoofers, 8 in the front, 8 in the back.
Ike, I think that's calling you right there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, and it sounded incredible, and all the JBL guys said it was the best sounding synthesis room they've ever heard. The one and they're doing. In fact, they're doing a case study on that. But I'm like, and I thought it was going to be way too much, but it was. But with bass waveforming, because basically the ones in the back were acting as the receivers. It was. I thought it would be just insane, but no, it wasn't. It was clean, and it was just impactful without being crazy. But I can't. But after that, I said I can't imagine ever needing any more than this, ever. But so I put these people 24 and 32-inch subwoofers. But again, you do it for the fun, I guess.
There's a single
2.5 or 3. times. So
But
yeah,
that's a
that's what I
32.
was thinking. A 24 is almost 218.
So a 24 is 452 square inches of area, and an 18 is 254 square inches. So two 18s would be about 500, and a 24 is 450. So like 1.7,
Yeah, so like
1.8.
1.8. Yeah, right about 1.8. Yeah. So almost 24 is
Yeah,
almost 218. Almost.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And then that was just rough. Rough.
I will tell you to your point, Abe. There's 2 rooms here in Texas that have two with the dual 21s and 132 from Ascendo. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Although sitting directly in front of the 32, it's a good massage. It's a good massage. It's not exactly
You get
the
tactile.
sound quality spot, but it's fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to make like I said, I think I'm gonna have to make a trip.
Yeah, I'd probably
Dude.
want to see that too. Yeah.
Just
Good
to
Dude, y'all should
try to
come
put
down.
together a tour
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
should do. You guys should set up a tour, and we should come down and
It's in
Yeah, we could
Houston.
make it an
Where?
event.
Where's it at? Houston, Dallas. Where we at?
Houston, Dallas,
San-
Fort Worth, San Antonio.
Everywhere.
I
Well,
know,
now
I know a lot of
Texas
people in
is
there.
pretty freaking big. You go one city to the other is like 4 states.
Did they ever open that train that goes from that thing that goes from? They never did that.
Not yet. They're still talking about it. But no, there's 2 of those theaters in San Antonio area, and then Taurus is in Cibolo right there too.
Hmm.
Those are all
He
crazy.
keeps adding stuff too. The Taurus.
Yeah,
is
he just
going
put in.
great.
He's got 4 SB17s in the back and 8 SB16s in the front.
Damn.
And oh, by the way,
And
15
he's got a bunch of subwoofers in
triad.
the wood, in the walls too.
Yeah, 15 in-wall triad 10s.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of.
And he's
But
using.
I am a big fan of multiple smaller subs. I would do.
Oh,
10 or
dude,
12,
I've
15.
had that before. I've had
We did a theater with like
A lot of
like
good
10 or
punch,
12.
right?
I've
Yeah.
had to set up to where I had like 12 10s, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
it didn't
I'm a
go
big-
as low, but man,
Exactly,
it hit
yeah.
so friggin' hard. It was just like they're just like
Oh, yeah.
it was like, damn, like that's crazy.
multiple smaller subs, or you'd be amazing what you can accomplish with a
Oh,
multiple.
yeah,
small sub.
yeah, it's surprising.
Otherwise,
It is surprising.
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're well past time.
Ooh.
So just give you some of those normal YouTube reminders. Please like, share, and subscribe to all the channels that we are going to Home Theater Hub, Easy HD, and Brews and Views. Thank you for doing that. If you would like any information on the Kaleidoscape that we talked about, you can email myself at Horizon Theater at 2020@gmail.com. You can also reach out to Abe. Derek, are you a Kaleidoscape dealer?
No, not yet.
So you can also reach out to Abe at 3dsquared.com. He'll help you out too. And then as usual, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. We definitely appreciate all of you joining us this evening. Thank you, Derek and Abe, for joining us. Appreciate that. And listen, no show next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy time with your families, your significant others, or
Hang on,
however
I gotta actually talk to the family. What?
however you
Oh,
choose,
man.
whatever you choose to do in your when
We
your
need to
day
have-
off.
This,
No.
this was gonna be my escape. Oh, sorry, I've got to go listen to the podcast. No.
All right,
yeah.
everyone. Thank you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Cheers. Have
Stay
a good one.
safe.
Yeah.
Watch something good this week.